All right, all right. Slowly getting everything together. We have just been, in general, slower than I wanted to be today, but I do think we're getting somewhat close, right? To a working stream. I think everything's going. DT, thank you so much. We indeed do got directs. We got a direct coming in 10 minutes, 12 minutes. I wanted to start a little earlier and, like, discuss my thoughts and dreams and hopes, but, life happens, kids happen. This is normally Renee's day to sleep in, so I spent a little time making an extra nice breakfast. Sue me. How are we doing, everybody? Now, these audio levels are going to go all over the freaking place. They always do this, where it seems fine, and then the actual direct's going to start, and it's going to go dun-dun-dun-dun-bum, and just, absolutely tank everything. Oh, chat should be there. There we go. Oh, what the? Scared the crap out of me. I'm like, what? They put a commercial in! I might need to make it louder if this is the actual okay. Alright, Nintendo. Alright, no commercials right now. I can't talk while you're talking. If you give me the little boppity blop, I'll listen to the blop. Have they ever done this before? Next level. They were thinking. Pre-direct commercials now? I mean, listen. Oh, like, literally there's running commercials for 10 minutes, huh? Okay, alright. DK64 is actually pretty hype. We talked about this. Alright, fine. You want to really mess me up? We're going to listen to Mario Kart music for a second. Alright. Hello, everybody. Welcome. It's Nintendo Direct time. Coming up in 10 minutes. We got a lot to pack into a small amount of time. And by a lot to pack, I mean, I don't know. What are you guys excited for? What are you guys hopeful for? What are our guarantees, right? I'm missing everything. I'm not sitting on my special pillow. It's our first direct in what? Like 3/4 of a year? We'll basically get an outlook, I think, of year 2 of the Nintendo Switch 2. See what they've been cooking. We haven't had a lot of games that have been developed, like, straight up, ground up for the Switch 2, so I do think we'll start to get a hint of what's ahead. As always, I try and keep my expectations low. It's not like they're always making a big collection of stuff we've never seen before. So excited for this, by the way. Okay, so I see all of you are shooting for the stars with incredibly unrealistic dreams. Now, listen. The classic plot beans, sure. I think it'd be, Mother 3 would be insane, if nothing else, just for the memes. It's not like we haven't all been able to play Mother 3, you know what I mean? F-Zero is always on top of the list of, like, longest franchises gone untouched. Although F-Zero 99 is somewhere in there. I feel like we need a big Mario review. I don't know about need, but it would be nice. I definitely think it's about time, but they're in an interesting spot because they Donkey Kong was kind of the Mario game. That said, I mean, Mario hype is quite high right now with the literal Mario Galaxy movie. So, They also have a literal Zelda movie coming out. And I don't even think it's considered a spoiler at this point to say that a Ocarina of Time remake has been, I don't even know about leaked, just theorized. Someone, a reliable source said that they think it's coming. We've seen no images, no video, no nothing. I'll admit it, I looked. I couldn't find anything. Sometimes I'll look. I'm not usually a spoiler kind of person, but this is the kind of thing where it would be like world-changing for me, so I'm like, yeah, I want that. But yeah, I mean, there's guaranteed stuff. Obviously, the guaranteeds are like, we'll get Fire Emblem info. We'll get some info on Rhythm Heaven. They've been teasing that a little bit. Probably one more little Star Fox reveal. If they have any new content in that game that's not in the original N64 game, they'll probably tease it here. Probably some third-party stuff. We've seen a significant amount of third-party games get announced over the other directs. We're kind of like in a pseudo E3 season right now, right? Star Fox GameCube, Nintendo Switch Online. I think they intentionally don't do that. I don't know exactly what their strategy is. It seems like they don't like releasing the same franchise game until a little bit later. I don't know, it depends. Like, for example, why like, I was thinking, oh, why is DK64 not available on Nintendo Switch Online, you know, alongside Bonanza? Who knows? But yeah, I mean, we got 2 Star Fox GameCube games. They would have a great home on Nintendo Switch Online. I did see the music I'm listening to right now is finally available on the Nintendo Switch Online app, which is really funny. Like, I don't know why it took them 1 year to have, like, the greatest soundtrack of all time available on their soundtrack application, but it is finally here. New mystery dungeon. Oh, I mean, that's like a given slam dunk dream of mine. Do they even they don't really cover Pokemon much at all on Directs anymore, though, since Pokemon does their own thing. Mystery Dungeon's kind of sort of third-party-ish. It would be cool if they snuck it in here. Yeah, Mira, it's basically E3 time, right? I've seen some exciting stuff. Renee lost it at Spyro the other couple days ago. There was a lot of cool stuff. A very, here's nothing, but here's a little vibe of Persona 6 trailer. Persona 4 remake. I'm very excited for part 3 of the Final Fantasy VII series. Man, if an Ocarina of Time remake were any bit as good as the Final Fantasy VII remake, I think that would be awesome. Besides the whole story rewriting thing, I like the idea of taking, like, you know, new gameplay and new beats, but keeping the same, like, general world. Literally, I see no point in them doing, like, an HD upscale or whatever, because we already got that on the 3DS. I would be actually genuinely very disappointed if that's all that... Like, for example, with Star Fox. Star Fox looks like it is at least 95% the same as the original game, which I'm not too upset about, which, to be fair, they did also on the 3DS, so I guess it's possible. I will say, though, I think Star Fox's gameplay has aged better than Ocarina of Time's in the sense of, like, we haven't gotten a ton of rail shooters, and, like, the controls still work, whereas as far as Zelda, like, 3D action games, even amongst the Zelda world itself, we've gotten a lot more big developments from that over the years. We are indeed live early. I will say, I think usually Nintendo Direct type stuff is like an hour earlier than this. So this is not so bad for me. It's going to start up at 9 o'clock. Oh my god, in 4 minutes. How would you even make an Ocarina of Time game like an Ocarina of Time remake like a Souls-like? I don't even know what that means. Like, I mean, I know what... Obviously, I know what Souls-likes are. I'm a FromSoft junkie. I just don't know how it would work. It's more of a action puzzle game. New Spyro's interesting. The only... Like, they showed a very small, brief snippet of gameplay, and Spyro was flying. Some people are worried it's going to be a flying-only game. It was only, like, 1 second, though, so... We'll see. We'll see. Tom Kenny's still voicing him, and he did in the remake, too. But that is pretty wild. What has it been, 30 years? Yeah, Darmaniac, I've heard only good things about Mina the Hollower. I would say 99% good things. Some people have complained that some of the secrets are a little harder to uncover, which, you know, I get it. Like, that's kind of the gimmick of those kind of games. Like, I had a hard time finding all the stuff in Tunic, for example. I don't even think it's Tunic level deep on the puzzles, though. I am gonna need... Are we mad at Nintendo yet? I don't typically... I'm not, like, companies neither make me, like, happy or angry like they used to. I don't know. Sure, I don't stake... It's so funny. Here I am, Nintendo creator on the Nintendo Direct. I don't like to stake my personality on whether or not a company's making good games. I guess you could see that based on the fact that my channel blew up while the Wii U was out as the main Nintendo console. Basically, everything's a treat to me. I don't know. I just like seeing fun video games. That's why I liked watching the other presentations, too. I don't let Nintendo depict my emotional state. Exactly, Ellie. I mean, they can influence my emotional state. I like directs or like, these presentations can only excite me. If it's a bunch of stuff I don't care about, I'm not sitting here, you know, like, oh, we lost, it's over. I'm just like, oh, okay, that, you know, there was nothing in that for me. You know what I watched with Renee? I watched the Cozy Direct, the Cozy Games Direct, and there was actually a lot of fun stuff in that too. It's just a fun time. I feel like my brain has been kind of hardwired to be excited to see,
living the dream.
You know, video game announcements. By the way, it looks like the Direct's about to start like literally any second. Maybe they'll put in one more commercial. My number one dream, pie in the sky will never happen kind of dream, is Ace Attorney 7. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, I thought it was a countdown 18 to 1. Yeah. Love Nintendo Directs even during the Wii U era. I mean, that's kind of when they invented the thing, right? There's a Direct today. Oh boy, Aura Master, do I got good news for you? There's a Direct in 1 minute. There's a by the way, it is a 50-minute Direct. So yeah, Ace Attorney 7, that's like my number one dream that like might not ever happen, but has a chance. You know, like not 100%, 0% chance. The Zelda thing I'm gonna freak out over. I was looking at other franchises. I mean, I don't like making predictions because I don't have any grasp of what's out, you know? F-Zero, it's been a minute. 2D Metroid, it's been a minute. Oh yeah, we'll get more news on Splatoon, Raiders, Fire Emblem, like those are ones we know about. Just surprise me, you know? Advance Wars, I'll lose my mind. Ace Attorney, I'll lose my mind. Let's do it. Let me know early, by the way, to adjust the volume. That is definitely too quiet, right? Max this. I'm turning it. I want to be able to talk, but I want you guys to be able to hear them too once voices come in. I love this new Nintendo Direct Legos type beat. Still quiet?
Hello, everyone.
Okay.
I'm Yoshiaki Koizumi.
So here's
I'll be your
Koizumi
guide
talking and
for
me talking
today's
over him.
Nintendo Direct.
Do we want him louder?
First, here's a game that's coming to the Nintendo Switch system.
Here we
Please,
go.
Take a look at this.
Let's eat. Oh, should I hit the subtitles button? Is that a thing? Can I do that?
Hello.
Yeah, I told you guys Rhythm Heaven.
My
Let's
name
go,
is
baby.
Noel
Perfect.
Mystery, and I'm
Wow.
known for my reading aloud skills and more.
Dude, Rhythm Heaven Fever
I'm here
specifically,
today to help show you the Rhythm Heaven Groove game.
one of my favorite games of all time. By far. It's an acquired taste. I love these games. I'm just gonna listen. A lot of these are new, actually. They've only shown a couple live gameplay. I think my son will like watching me play this game.
Heaven Groove.
I could, yeah, like I could make it just one notch louder.
Playing this game is pretty
Like 1
simple.
decibel. I'm at minus 4.8. I'll go up to minus
Just get into the
3.5.
groove and press the correct button. That's all there is to it. But it's not always the same rhythm. Listen
So
carefully
ready?
to the beat.
1, 2. So sometimes he'll hold
Find
for
your
a
flow,
half note
and
instead
you'll
of
be
a
able
quarter
to
note.
Feel the rhythm. 2, 3, 4, now.
Ready?
2,
1, 2,
3,
3.
now.
Now.
2, now.
It's so hard to
2,
sell
3,
Rhythm
now.
Heaven, though. Watching a
Over
trailer,
80
it probably looks
all-new
like one of the
rhythm
worst games
are
ever.
included.
It's so fun.
And as you play through the game, you can unlock different modes. For example,
The
Okay, we
kingdom's
Mary
everlasting
Poppins
peace
now.
rests on your shoulders.
The heck?
Finally, you're awake.
go forth, magician,
What?
I can't lose.
and use the magical power of rhythm to beat monsters.
Are you kidding me? What?
Cast a fire spell with B.A. B.A.
Hold up.
And a healing
This is
spell
like
with
Crypto the
B down A.
Necrodancer.
B down A.
Or not Crypto the
Like
Necro. What's the other rhythm
So you really
Necrodancer
want
game
to
they
fight,
did?
huh?
What spells will strike a chord against the foes you face? Groove on and tip the scales
Excuse
to
me?
victory.
It's time time for the Who's Got Rhythm.
Joffrey, I've heard good things about the
Plus,
He-Man movie.
there are
I'm
even
interested.
More rhythm games in the lineup. Enjoy
Renee
all
was
of
interested
this
in that
while
one too, I
playing
remember.
Solo.
Lincoln,
And-
drums! You can play the drums in this game!
Dan, Emily, Leo, Sarah.
Hold up. This is like the most Rhythm Heaven
You're under
content we've
attack.
ever seen in a Rhythm Heaven
Up to
game.
4 players can enjoy dedicated rhythm games. Note the timing and block the arrows.
Hydration, thank you for
Grab
that
the
kind
snack at
message.
exactly 3
Means the
o'clock.
world to me. Grab the
Or
snack
aim
at
for
exactly
3 o'clock
3
on the
o'clock.
dot.
Emily got the snack.
Oh, I love games like that.
There are over 30 cooperative
That's
and
a
competitive
classic.
games to play.
This
Get
is
into
making
the
me think of the
groove, Solo.
WarioWare party game on
Or
GameCube.
with friends when Rhythm Heaven Groove hits the Nintendo
Oh, yeah.
Switch system July 2nd.
Oh, I'm eating good.
Pre-orders are available now.
I'm
on
about to live in
Nintendo
Star
eShop.
Fox World for 1 week, and then I live in Rhythm
That
Heaven
was
Groove the
Rhythm
next
Heaven
week.
Groove for Nintendo Switch.
My wallet's in danger.
You'll also be able to play it on the Nintendo Switch 2 system. Please wait just a little longer for its release. From here, we'll introduce games coming to Nintendo Switch 2, including some games that
Oh, yeah.
will also be available on Nintendo
That was
Switch.
like, I forgot about that. Rhythm Heaven's like the
Let's begin with some
last
headlines.
Switch 1 release, probably. Like, as far as main Nintendo stuff.
Master the way of the sword.
Is this, the Onimusha?
Onimusha.
Yeah,
Way
yeah,
of
yeah.
the Sword. A new entry in the
Dude,
swordplay
I played
action
Onimusha
series
3
is
like
slashing
20
onto
years ago on
Nintendo
my
Switch
PC.
2.
My graphics card could barely
Edo-era
handle it.
Kyoto has been overrun by
We're gonna get a
monsters
lot
known as Genma.
of third-party
Now,
stuff, I
Miyamoto
think,
Musashi
for them to
must
fill this for
prove
50
himself
minutes.
Beyond measure. The
I'm not gonna lie. Switch 2 third-party stuff runs pretty well. It depends on the developer big time. Renee and I went through the entire story
to strike
of...
down the enemies in your path.
By the way, I'm sorry I'm talking over
Only
Onimusha.
armaments
We've
are
already
also
seen it
at your
before
disposal
on other
to
directs
turn
and
the
stuff.
tides of battle.
We went through the entirety of Resident Evil 9.
You can
And
even use Joy-Con
I
2
felt
motion controls to
very
intuitively slay
little.
Genma.
There were very few times where I'm like,
As
this
fates
is poor
intertwine,
performance.
will
Like
you
basically
cut down
none.
Those that stand in your
It was
way?
like always like 40 to 60 frames per second.
Onimusha.
Cutscenes
Way of the
look fine on
Sword
our big
launches
TV.
On Nintendo Switch 2, September 25th.
Like sure, it would
Pre-orders
look better on my
begin later
PS5, of
today
course.
on Nintendo
But I was
eShop.
pretty impressed with how it looked. Listen, I reserved both in my library, and that was the one that
Your
was here.
unwritten epic begins. Dragon's Dogma 2: Dark Arisen is heading to
Oh,
Nintendo
wow.
Switch 2.
Speak of the devil,
The Arisen,
Capcom has
a
made
hero
some
burdened with the
really,
fate of
really
slaying the
good
dragon
ports.
Who has taken your heart. In this expanded
Well, maybe if
version
this
of
sells well,
Dragon's Dogma 2,
I know people are
explore
so
the new
hungry
land
for
of
Dragon's
Norgid,
Dogma 3.
Seek out spoils, then appraise them. to
Xenoblade
reveal
4?
new
That would be a
weapons,
huge reveal.
Armor, or skills. With these
I don't need, it
arms
doesn't
at
even
the
need to be
ready,
Xenoblade
take
4.
down
It could be like an
powerful monsters in
X,
this
you know, it could be
single-player
a new
action
world,
RPG
like,
adventure.
you know,
From a
Xenogears. Just
fighter
give me,
specializing
put the
in
word
close-range
Xeno in it,
combat
tell me it's
to a
Monolith
mage
Soft, you know?
skilled in spell casting. Choose the vocation that fits your playstyle.
Surely
Plus,
that's the
you
only
can lead up
Capcom
to
game we
3
will get.
pawns,
Ace Attorney 7
custom
Cope.
companions
Dude,
who
I...
act on their own.
Or
When
do that.
taking on massive monsters,
Backpacker.
you can
I
climb them to
really,
strike their weak points.
really...
Fighting
Oh, hey, look,
alongside
it's Shadow of the
your pawns
Colossus.
is key to
Literally.
victory. In a world between dark and light,
What do I wish for this
embark on an
direct?
adventure and tell a tale
I never-
on your own.
The Zelda
What
game that
fate awaits
everybody's
the Arisen and
suspecting.
their pawns? Dragon's
Just big,
Dogma
exciting
2,
games, I
Dark
guess?
Arisen launches on Nintendo Switch
My
2,
number one dream is
October
Ace
9th.
Attorney 7. It's one of my favorite franchises in the
Otherworldly
world.
endeavors await in these games.
And I just played every single game last year.
Earth has been driven
For
to
the
the
second
brink of
time.
annihilation by
Oh,
mysterious
did we
life
know this was
forms
on Switch
called
too?
the Naytiba. Now,
This-
join
they
me
maybe
on
have
your
told
mission
us
to
this
save
before, I just don't
humanity
remember.
and reclaim the
I
planet.
can already tell this one does look pretty
Engage in
pretty
high-speed
visibly
combat
worse than the
that focuses on
PS5.
timing.
But
Then
very
find
fun
your
gameplay.
opening and
Oh, this
strike.
is new? Dang.
Defeat enemies
Big
to
deal, though.
acquire new skills.
They just
Then
announced a Stellar
strategically
Blade
deploy
follow-up
them to
as
fit
well.
The situation.
The gameplay looked good on that.
Can you save
But-
humanity and reclaim Earth for
I didn't like the.
humankind?
I know that this
Stellar
is, you know, some
Blade
people
launches
accuse
on
this of being a
Nintendo
Gooner
Switch
game,
2 this
which I
year.
mean, the accusations are not 100% wrong.
Blast
I did
off
not like
in the
how young the
two-player co-op
protagonist
adventure
looked.
Orbitals.
For
Protect your
what
home
is
in an
ultimately going to
expedition
become,
across the
you know,
galaxy.
probably
There are
some
many interstellar
Gooner
areas to
adjacent
explore.
It's a really fun game. Despite, I would say despite it, not in addition to it. We've seen trailers for this game for a very long time now.
Enemies and more.
But yeah, they showed, I mean, Stellar Blade, if it runs well on the Switch, really great action gameplay, similar to Sekiro.
Or online using GameShare. Work together and overcome
I played Bayonetta, so
the
Stellar Blade ain't much.
cosmos.
Yeah, I mean, they're
Orbital
like in the
launches
same realm, right? As far
exclusively
as
on
like
the
fan
Nintendo
service
Switch
goes.
2
I'll say though, like
September 3rd.
Bayonetta
Pre-orders
owns
begin
it,
later
you know?
today on
It's like that
Nintendo
LMFAO song, you know?
Journey through the glade of dreams in
This was just
bold
recently revealed, but I'm
reimagining
very
of
excited.
Rayman Legends. When
Rayman
the shadowy
Legends, though,
villain starts spreading
low-key,
corruption, it's up to Rayman
kind of has
and his
some
friends to
bad
lead,
Nintendo
collide,
memories back in the
and
day if
punch
you
their
cared
way
about
through
exclusives.
charming and colorful worlds.
The original Rayman
Ride
Legends
dragons across realms.
was supposed to
Dive into
be
4 new musical
a
stages
Wii U
and enjoy
exclusive,
more
but
added
instead
content.
they delayed it and
Up
made
to
it
4
open
players
to
can go
everything.
out on a limb in local co-op.
They just knew. They're like,
Also
oh my
play
god,
a
the Wii U
revamped
sucks,
version of
guys.
Kung Fu using Game
I love
Share
Rayman
locally
Legends, though.
or online. Rayman Legends Retold launches on Nintendo Switch 2 October 1st.
I don't. We're.
Day
I feel
for
like.
a big
Do
walk.
Nintendo Directs even do much
Get lost
Pokemon
with
news
friends
anymore?
in this online co-op walking and talking adventure.
Is
Set
Big
off
Walk
through a
out yet? I
peaceful
feel like I've seen.
world
This is another game I feel like I've seen trailers for a long
brimming
time.
with challenges, puzzles, and lots of things to discover. Enjoy the sights and sounds as you work together to find your way around.
It can do Pokemon, but usually not much.
Use
Yeah, I
all
feel like
sorts
usually
of tools
February's.
to stay in
you know,
touch.
trust me, I love Pokemon stuff as
And
much as the
figure
next guy.
out
I
new
got
methods of
my
communicating if you're in a pickle.
my museum shirt. We went to the museum exhibit on Sunday. I'll talk more about that
It
later.
might even be a little unconventional.
Strands type gameplay.
And if you're not quite up to adventuring, you can always just relax with
Oh,
your
you like
pals.
Pokemon? Yeah, Benny boy,
Enjoy
hot
the
take,
sunset, Dance the night away. Or steal something from a friend.
This looks
and
like a
kick
fun
it
game
into
to
the
play with other
ocean.
streamers. Oh my god.
You know, the usual stuff. You can also use mouse controls or hang out with
Oh my god,
friends using
Pokesaurus.
cross-platform
Look at my
play.
name. It kills me not to be able to go.
After all, spending quality time together is the best part of a big walk. Strolling onto
How many
Nintendo
minutes
Switch
have we
2,
gone? Oh, they don't
August
really
4th.
tell me. Oh wait, I can look at it. It's been 11 of our 50 minutes so
Season
far.
the seas.
The new Rhythm Heaven stuff's exciting for me. I can see a lot of. Oh, this is the new follow-up. Oh, what? Not what I was
Build your
expecting.
very own floating restaurant with the Straw Hat crew.
Oh my god, they made Diner Dash
Cook up recipes
One Piece.
with
This is for
Sanji.
you, Renee.
Craft
Now
the
that
menu.
Renee is familiar with One Piece via
Decorate
the.
it to your liking.
Oh my god, this is
Then
really cute.
serve your customers as you run
Oh my god,
the
there's
restaurant.
Buggy. They very clearly
By
made this
searching
like
for
most of the
and
beginning
collecting
characters like in the
ingredients,
live action.
You'll expand your menu offerings.
Very funny.
Use devil fruit abilities to
Oh,
prepare
okay.
piping
Spoilers
hot
now.
steaks.
We're getting past the live
Or
action.
whip up tongue-tingling
Oh my God, yeah, there
tauntaun
we go.
noodles. You can make all sorts of delicious dishes. Spend in-game money to change up the restaurant's
I
interior.
saw there's a
and
cooking
expand it to
themed
attract
spin-off
even
of Dave
more
the Diver. That's
customers.
what I thought this was at first.
Over 400 characters from the One Piece series.
Oh,
will
no,
appear.
yeah, we got everybody.
Mouse controls are also supported on Nintendo Switch 2.
Hold up. Let's go. Okay, hold up.
Get ready for a feast of epic proportions in One Piece Grand Gourmet.
Okay, that actually
Sailing
looks
onto
really
the
fun.
Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch systems
That's a
October
birthday
23rd.
game for me. I think that same date is when the new Studio Leica game comes out. Pokopia! Pokopia! They wouldn't show this if there wasn't DLC. What? We're going underwater? Oh my god! Yes! I've just been playing more Pokopia, finishing up all my captures. My son's
Keep
playing it. He
adventuring
just
in
rolled
Pokemon
credits.
Pokopia,
What?
Even beneath
Oh,
the
Lincoln's-
sea. Explore the world on the ocean floor with a free update. By using the new move Dive, you can enjoy life with Pokemon living under the sea.
Oh my god.
Plant grass.
Free update, by the way.
Build
Not even DLC,
structures,
like paid.
And expand your towns underwater.
Oh my god.
This free update is scheduled to release in August 2026.
Small one, but that's really cute. Why not?
And there's more. The Pokemon Pokopia Expansion Pass paid DLC is on the way.
Oh,
Discover
paid DLC
a brand
too.
new town,
Bubbly Basin? A whole
There
new
you'll find
town?
New furniture.
Oh,
new
that's what.
outfits,
Oh my god, the Hoenn
new
outfit!
friends.
I'm such a child when it comes to Pokemon.
The Pokemon Pokopia Expansion Pass paid DLC will be available later today on Nintendo eShop.
Uh-oh.
Part 1 of the paid
I hear-
DLC, Bubbly Basin,
I-
launches this August. Part 2 and Part 3 will
Part
launch
2
at
and
a
Part
later
3
date.
going all the way through
Look out
2027.
for more
Another new
details
town in
the
2027. I hear Lincoln and Mom freaking out. What? Wow. And Wind and Waves? Whoa, you guys were talking about Ione. Or is that part of Koei Tecmo?
We
Oh,
hope you're
yeah,
looking
yeah.
forward
Sorry.
to more content
Or was it
for
Manaphy? I
Pokemon
couldn't tell.
Pokopia via a free update. And
I think
paid
it's just a
DLC.
final little teaser of content to come in Pokopia. It just scared me for a
Please
second.
take a look at this.
Wow, I didn't expect that. That's great news. That game's been begging for DLC.
This is the Dagdan Empire, a
Okay.
prosperous land.
This comes
ruled
up
by
very
the
soon,
gods.
doesn't it?
The capital, Daxian, plays host to the heroic games. The winner of which
Not very
is
soon,
granted
you know what I
one
mean.
wish.
This was guaranteed.
Powerful fighters from across the land have gathered to participate.
It was Manaphy. Maybe that's the like legendary of the new town. Well,
The story revolves
I'm very
around
excited to tell
4
Lincoln that we've
heroes.
got. Oh my god, are these the
A
pro
young
tags?
boy determined to
Oh,
win
yeah,
the games
this
to
one's.
save his imprisoned
We don't
father.
choose our protagonist in this one, do we?
Dietrich, a swordsman ever on the hunt.
I'm
for a
very excited
stronger
for this.
foe. Theodora, a queen seeking to fulfill the long-held dream of her homeland.
Remember I was talking about an earlier
And
game
Rita,
was
a musician
Gunnar
with her
adjacent.
sights set on revenge.
Well, Fire Emblem's
Guide
not
whichever
always beating the
character you choose
allegations.
to victory as they weave their own unique tale.
I love Fire
Between
Emblem though.
matches, you can strengthen your forces in different ways.
Were those talking portraits in the corner? Like it looked
Hone
like
your
real time and not
techniques at
just
the
like a
training
static.
grounds.
Oh my god, this remix of the classic theme.
Recruit new allies.
All right, we got
Or
Nine.
travel beyond Daxian's walls to gain experience.
Fire Emblem's been stepping up
How
on
you spend
UI
your
stuff.
free
I really,
time is
yeah. Look at
up to
the
you.
actual like animated portraits are kind of cool.
Combat takes the form of turn-based tactical battles. Consider your weapon's range and your unit's strengths on the
Oh my god, yeah. So
battlefield.
Pokopia, I'm 55 hours in. Renee is over 500 hours in.
Each of the 4 main characters comes with their own special techniques. By using these techniques to the fullest,
Whoa,
you might turn
AoE?
the tide of battle.
Okay, that looks crazy.
Rejoice with me at the advent of the underworld.
You look upon the promised one,
Attack on
who will
Titan.
route you here and guide the living to salvation. How did it feel to upheave the world? Be gone from us.
Can I fight as
The
Tiki in this one?
darkest dark.
Sure seemed implied. She's ready to throw down this time.
Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave launches September 17th.
Yeah, that's pretty soon.
Alongside the standard edition, there will
Oh.
be a special edition, the Fire Emblem
Don't get me.
Fortune's Weave.
I've done
Dagden
this before in the
Collection.
past. I've done
That
very
launches
many
the same
Fire
day.
Emblem special
Please
editions.
Look forward to it. Let's
You
continue.
can see.
with
Well,
some
you can't
more
really see. I got my
headlines.
Fire Emblem figures up here. Hey, wrong button. We're not playing Kaizo. Not yet. Ah!
Welcome
There we
to
go.
the next level of ninja battles.
How many hardcore Ninja Battles fans do we have in chat today?
The first part of Ninjala 2 is sneaking onto Nintendo Switch 2.
I did not remember
Accidentally
Ninja Love
breaking
1.
a forbidden seal. You're stranded on an uncharted planet. overcome the dangers lurking here.
When
to
is
safely return
Grand
to
Theft Auto
Earth in
6's
this open world
theoretical
action
release
adventure?
date?
Use Ninja Gum to freely traverse this vast world in search of clues to get back home. You can also blow a bubble
November.
to float in the air.
I've seen a lot of games have been moving
Defeat
their
enemies
release dates.
blocking your
Nobody
path
wants to
with
compete
weapons
with
crafted from
GTA.
Ninja Gum.
Understandable.
You can even summon buddies with Gum Ninjutsu to
That said,
unleash powerful attacks.
Honestly, if
Additionally,
Nintendo
up to
had like a
4
Zelda
ninja
game
can team
coming
up
out,
in local or online
they probably
multiplayer
agree that
to
there's not
cheer
a
through
huge
tough
audience
battles.
overlap on those.
The first part
That'd be
of
the one
Ninja
thing I think
2,
they'd be
the
bold enough to
Uncharted
release in that
Planet,
window.
launches exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system next spring. The DK Challenge barrels in.
Oh, this is like the one
Coming
thing
to
that got
Nintendo
leaked.
Switch Online on Nintendo Switch 2.
People were hoping
The
it was
limited
Nintendo Switch
time
Online
DK Challenge event.
achievements. It's not exactly achievements.
Take on challenges across many Donkey Kong games available.
It's like
with
pass or
Nintendo
fail. Like
Classics.
literally though, you can just jump into a specific point of the
By
game and do a
completing
challenge.
them,
I think that's
you
cool.
can earn and enjoy collectible digital challenge cards.
Oh no, don't make it
If you have
collectible
Donkey
cards.
Kong Bonanza, you can attempt even more challenges.
That's honestly, challenges are kind of cool. The idea of jumping specifically into a piece of the
Try
game
out
and
ones
doing like
geared for beginners.
what would normally
Or
be a
take on
self-imposed
developer
challenge. I think
challenges
that's
for
cool.
something with a bit more punch.
Great for YouTube game shows. Oh heck yeah!
Rediscover Donkey Kong games, play challenges, and complete your card collection. DK Challenge can
Great for
be
parties,
accessed
too.
via the Nintendo Switch Online app on the home menu
While
of
the
your
event
Nintendo
is
Switch
active,
2.
yeah.
You'll be able to barrel through these limited time
Ooh.
challenges.
Just keep them
starting
around
later
forever.
today.
How hard could it be to maintain that?
Plus, in the Donkey Kong Bonanza, DK Island
I
and
still have
Emerald
not gotten
Rush
this
paid
despite
DLC,
loving Bonanza,
a
just 'cause it
limited
wasn't,
time
like-
collaboration with Super Mario Brothers
Huh?
is breaking through.
Hold up.
Enjoy outfits for DK and
Okay,
Pauline, inspired
outfits.
by Mario and Luigi.
Okay, the
Plus, there are coins,
Polly and Luigi's
super
pretty
mushrooms, question blocks, and more.
Kind of cute.
Experience
Dude,
Emerald Rush as
hardcore
you've
Mario
never seen
fans are
it
gonna be so
before,
mad if
with
this
a
is the only
Super
Mario
Mario
content,
Brothers
though.
twist.
If they're showing Mario
This
40th
limited time
already,
collaboration event
there's a
will
very
be
real
held in
chance we
4
could be getting
waves, with the first wave
a
beginning
big Mario drop.
later today.
New first party Mario would make Pario, did I say? First party Mario would make me go nuts.
From the creators of Vampire Survivors.
We've seen this. Isn't this the dungeon crawling one? Oh my god.
The latest game from the makers of
Oh,
Vampire
no.
Survivors.
This one is not the
Jujutsu
dungeon
Kaisen
crawling
Rumble
one.
Survivathon.
They
Cast
literally
a
made a
spell onto
Jujutsu
Nintendo
Kaisen
Switch 2.
version of
Up to 8 players
Vampire
can compete
Survivors.
online for the top spot in this Survivors
Why is
Royale.
this footage look
At the
worse than
start of
Vampire
the match,
Survivors?
Players don't
It looks
battle
like it's like
directly.
half the frame rate.
Instead,
Sometimes
take
people
down
just submit
enemies
bad
on your own
trailers.
map
I'm
to earn
curious.
points. Each time
Vampire
you earn
Survivors is
100
very
points,
addicting, though.
You can add a rule to your run, including ones that hinder other players. The match culminates in a head-to-head final battle between the top 2 players. Who will be the
Oh, it's,
final survivor?
Battle game?
More than 20 characters from the Jujutsu Kaisen series appear. Characters can be unlocked
That's
just
pretty
by
fun.
playing. Battle online with players near and far, or go it alone against computer-controlled opponents. Exercise curses,
that's a little
dominate
different.
rivals, and rise
Crazy
to the
how
top.
popular Survivor-like
Jujutsu
games
Kaisen
are.
Rumble
Oh, they're just very
Survivathon
addicting.
Launches on Nintendo
It's like-
Switch 2
I
this
feel like
year.
they're kind of like the natural progression of a tower defense type of game.
Are you up for the challenge in these games?
All right, fam, we're almost halfway through the direct. Do we think that they got juicy stuff
Storm onto
deep in?
Nintendo Switch 2. In a forsaken world, a
Lords of Fallen
looming
2.
darkness
What are the odds you
devours
guys think
all
that
moves back.
we hear
Now,
more about Dusk
only
Bloods? I
one
didn't even think
kingdom
about that.
endures.
That seems like
Defy
something
the will of
we're
the
likely to
gods
get an
save
update on.
what remains of humanity. Master brutal melee combat, devastating sorceries, and lethal
Can't wait to
ranged
start sunsetting the
attacks.
Switch 1. I mean, we kind of
Test your
are.
mettle against towering
They started by
abominations
showing Rhythm
on your
Heaven
journey
and not
across
really
the
much
realms
else.
of the
A
living
few other
and the
things that
dead.
maybe are on Switch
A
1.
hero must rise for a god to fall.
Again,
Lords of
yeah,
the
this is
Fallen
if this
2
is like
launches
in-game
on
gameplay, this
Nintendo
actually
Switch
looks like a
2
really good
this fall.
port. What did I
Enter a
say?
darkly
Oh!
elegant world
Hell,
based
hold
on the
up.
story of Pinocchio
Let's go,
in
Liza
Rise
P.
of P.
Is this
In a
new
city
news? Do we
under
know?
siege,
I don't think we knew that
you
this was
must
coming to
fight
Switch 2, did we?
rampaging mechanical puppets and seek the cause of this upheaval
Extremely good
while
game.
confronting your own
I think Lies of
humanity.
P is hands down the
Take on
best
enemies
Souls game
using
not made by
customizable
Dark,
weapons
not made by the
and
Elden Ring
arms that allow
team.
you to swap
You know what I
between
mean? From
different
Soft,
abilities.
the Elden Ring team.
But know this:
Disrespectful.
the lies you tell will
Lies of P,
alter your
basically.
fate. Lies of
Yeah.
P Complete Edition, which includes Overture, a prequel expansion to the main game, launches on the Nintendo Switch 2 system August 6th.
Yeah,
Pre-orders
Ocarina of Time
begin
remake
later
seems to
today
be the big
on
rumored
Nintendo
thing
eShop.
that'll be like the end of this presentation.
The
We'll see.
most recent entry in the legendary Devil May Cry series is slashing
God.
its way onto Nintendo Switch 2.
It's been
Play as
so
Nero,
long since Devil May
Dante,
Cry 5 came
V,
out. Still a
and
great game.
Virgil, each armed
Another
with different
Capcom.
battle styles, as you
What do you guys
fight
think
off
that-
hordes of demons
If they
like
keep showing
epic
these, can we get an
bosses,
Ace Attorney?
buffs,
Or should I just stop
attacks,
coping
dodges,
forever?
and combos with your vast
The newest
arsenal
Ace
of
Attorney
weapons
game
and
came out in
skills.
Japan 10 years
Enjoy
ago as of, like,
high-octane
today.
combat at 60 frames per second in both
60
TV
frames per
mode
second? I mean,
and
yeah.
handheld mode. Plus additional content such as battle tracks, character colors,
Very fun game.
and Devil Breaker weapons for Nero are included. Devil May Cry 5 Devil
Keep the
Hunter
hopium
Edition
alive.
launches on
Listen, we just
Nintendo
keep getting
Switch 2,
Capcom stuff.
June
It just has me
23rd.
believing and
Pre-orders
dreaming.
begin later today on Nintendo eShop.
We continue to cope until morale improves.
Enter a mystical era.
Vanillaware?
Deep in Japan's past.
I love Vanillaware games.
Souls determined to forge their own destinies.
So you're looking for some runaway ninja named Kisuke.
They still have some
Okay, this actually
unfinished
looks
business in this
fire.
world. I shall make them pay.
Let's show them we farmers have spirit.
I'm obsessed with their art style.
7 days from now.
2D style, like action
Start
beat 'em up.
if I were you.
An action RPG for the ages. What fate
Yeah.
awaits those who
Yeah, this
wield
is right in my
demon
Q zone.
blades?
Who's Vanillaware?
Muramasa,
Just,
Revenant Blades.
and Marvelous.
Nintendo Switch 2
wait.
editions of these
Switch 2
three
editions for all
Xenoblade
three?
Chronicles games are incoming.
Hold up. All three, though?
All three games run at 60 frames per second with 4K resolution in TV mode.
Oh,
or
man.
full
That is
HD
great. That's
in
even better
handheld
than the
mode.
TV mode thing that they released, where you can run the Switch 1 version.
In-game cutscenes also have
That's a
enhanced
big-
resolution and frame rate.
That's a big deal.
Not only that,
Not only that. What?
but you can travel on a high-speed vehicle in the first game. Control blades to fight mercenary squad
Okay,
battles
so
in
they've
the
added
second.
small little content bonuses. If these are
Put
free
your
updates,
strength
that
to
would be
test
really
against
big.
Waves of enemies in the third.
Because they've added content like this, they're probably going to use
There's
it as an
also a
excuse to
variety
take
of
10
other
bucks from you.
content added to each of the
Oh,
three games.
or free with
More
Nintendo Switch
details
Online
will
would
be
be cool.
revealed at a
With the
later
Switch
date.
Plus. They gave it the Swift sale. Let's see, let's see.
The digital version of Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive
Upgrade
Edition,
pack.
Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, and the Upgrade Pack will be available later today. The physical version launches on July 30th. The Nintendo
What?
Switch 2 editions of Xenoblade Chronicles
What
2
are they
and Xenoblade
charging?
Chronicles 3
I hope it's
will
like
be
the
available
$10
on the
ones.
dates shown on screen.
3 Xenoblade Chronicles games are getting Nintendo Switch 2 editions.
Watch this. He's
New
going to say
features will
available,
be
part of the
added to
Game
each
Pass.
title, so we hope you'll check them out.
Nope.
And
Ripped
a
off.
new story in the Xenoblade series is about to begin. Here are some early moments from the game.
Oh! Who in chat says Xenoblade 4?
アニマは世界の源であった。
You know it's early when they don't even have it dubbed yet.
風も
Avatar.
世界を構成するそのすべては大地を流れるアニマが形を変えたものだった。
I'm just gonna be quiet for a second.
そして戦いを決するのはいつもアニマとその力を自在に振るう騎士だった。
この剣の名に恥じぬよう精進します。ここがリューコス。
その石はアニマ小石。騎士の力を増幅させるだけでなく、
Feels a lot more like
行動や
old
思いに
time than the
従い
usual Xenoblade, like more tech
これからの
adjacent.
あなたの学院生活のすべてが
Oh my god, we're doing academies in Harry Potter again. Fire Emblem,
今日の訓
Three
練は
Houses.
実戦を想定してのものだ。
seems that they're embracing more that like anime painted style.
死って人殺しの職
Show
業
me gameplay, please.
奪われた側はどう思うんだろう
I like how they're like, here's a little taste, and it's actually a pretty significant amount.
信仰を失った人の魂をドラゴンの炎で浄化することで罪が贖われる。
田舎貴族の限界を教えてあげる。
あいつ使えるぜ。小石なしの
Again, right in my Q zone, I'm afraid.
生と死全てはアニマと共にある。
So this is clearly not like Xenoblade, is it? Well, he said Xenoblade, didn't he? It seems like the kind of thing that they could just put the word Xeno in front of and make it a different. Franchise, trilogy, whatever.
ここは6つの太陽に照らし出された大地。そこで人々は
Xenoblade Genesis, yeah, Xenoblade Zero, right?
神の恨みが
Whoa, that like look where you're tilting up is pretty wild. Look at that. Yeah, they're keeping Xenoblade. Xenoblade Genesis. Wait, what? Has this been leaked or something, or did you just guess Genesis and you were right? Who said that?
Xenoblade Genesis marks a new beginning.
Shinetto Zero?
What kind of story do you think will be told? Please look forward to future updates. Next. Please.
Oh, I'm watching the Japanese trailer. Oh, okay, no spoilers, please, in chat.
Welcome
If we're
to
behind by a
Woohoo
second.
Island, home to all kinds of sports. Coming to Nintendo Switch 2, Nintendo Switch Sports Resort, the
Is this
latest game in the series.
Oh,
Use the Joy-Con
what?
2 controllers as rackets, bows,
I think we seen this before?
or even handles.
This feels like something that should have been like a launch
There
title,
are 12
considering
sports to choose from, all with intuitive motion controls.
Woohoo
Let's
Island.
go over them. Punch, guard, counter,
Oh
and
my God.
outmaneuver for the knockout in boxing.
The like more detailed Mii's are kind of
quick
funky to
To
me.
keep your opponent on their toes.
I like
In
them.
Table tennis.
We've seen that before.
Aim
They've
for
been
the
they've been
center of
slowly
the
working
target
on them.
And let that arrow fly. In archery. Enjoy rallies with different types of shots in
I bet my
tennis.
son would enjoy this.
Bump, set, and spike in volleyball. Roll the ball
Bowling,
straight
the
or give it a
classic.
spin to
You
strike
throw to the
big
side,
in
flick your wrist a
bowling.
little bit, strike every time. Basketball.
And shoot
Lincoln,
to
you want to play
score
basketball?
in basketball. Adjust your shot's power, then swing your club in golf.
I think he's watching my stream right now.
Battle with one
Thumb
thumb
wrestling?
and hand your opponent a defeat in
Stop
thumb
it.
wrestling. Ride through the course using mouse controls in skateboarding.
My sister just messaged me. Basketball. Thumb
Steer with
wrestling.
handles and coast along the waves in power cruising.
This is genuinely very funny.
Tilt the controller and fly around freely in prop plane.
Oh my god, Pilot Wings type beat.
Plus, you can warm up for these sports with jump rope. You can create and play as a sportsmate or Mii character.
Oh, that's cute. You could be like, you could still be an old school me. Bring Matt back in boxing as the final boss. Matt, I think his name was? You guys know who
Enjoy
I'm talking
playing
about.
all kinds of sports on Nintendo Switch 2. Nintendo Switch Sports Resort launches
Cute.
exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system.
Dang,
October
that's like one
22nd.
day before,
Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop.
Forgot the other
Nintendo
game. That
Switch
was the
Sports
23rd.
Resort is coming to Nintendo Switch 2. We showed all the sports included, but since we have the opportunity,
20 minutes
let's
to
try
go
one
in the
of new
direct.
sports. Thumb wrestling.
Before the match, let's go
Oh,
over
yes.
the
You
rules.
guys really.
Hold down your
You know
opponent's
people
thumb
online
for
are going to
3
meme.
seconds,
I can't believe
and
they
you'll win.
dedicated a minute to thumb
If
wrestling.
yours gets pinned, just shake the controller to break free. And if you keep your thumb held down, it'll get bigger and stronger.
You!
You'll need this.
The thumb growth is a little terrifying. I didn't know we were getting Mii Sports body horror.
Here's to a great thumb wrestling match. The thumb moves, just like this. here we go. Let's have a good match.
Okay. This is funny, but I am getting nervous,
got him right
right? I'll be honest. I mean, I've seen quite a few things that I care about, but you know,
Let's try
you gotta hope
this.
for at least one like
Oh, both
classic.
thumbs.
It's so funny.
Go, go, go. Hold it. Oh, they broke free again. You have to keep them pinned. No, wait. Whew. I was worried for a second there.
So I have quite large hands. Anytime I've ever done a thumb war, I just do this and I just hold it there. I'm sure there's somebody who's got like, you know, the official rules of thumb wrestling. They're like, you know, you gotta put your thumb down X amount of times or whatever, but usually I'll just go like this and just wait. Just do some double jointed BS.
Now let's try. Oh, I got deflected.
I doubt that they would talk about the Zelda movie during the Nintendo trailer. Although it wouldn't be totally unprecedented, I feel like usually it'd be something that they would collaborate
Please
with
wait a
the
little longer for Nintendo
studio.
Switch Sports Resort.
Didn't Sony like partially produce that too, or
Let's
something
move
like
on
that?
to more headlines.
Feels like maybe it would not be on a Nintendo thing. I forgot the exact way that all came about.
Survive a land ruled by dragons. The world of RuneScape comes to Nintendo
Oh, okay.
Switch
This
2.
was just
An
recently
ancient
announced.
power has awakened on the forgotten continent of Ashenfall.
I feel like it's hard for me to see any RuneScape content that doesn't
Explore a
look
land
like
infused
it
with
was made in
magic
1999.
and uncover lost secrets on your journey to face the Dragon Queen. In this survival crafting adventure, delve into the mysteries of Ashenfall, amongst the ruins of fallen civilizations. On your expedition, harness the land's transformative magic.
This is
to
fun.
gather
Have you played it?
resources,
It's been in like early access or
craft
something.
gear,
I know you're a
build
RuneScape guy,
shelter.
Zach. I am not. I know
Step
nothing
into battle.
besides what I
Forge
played when I was in like
weapons,
4th grade.
Sharpen your skills and face the danger that awaits. Survive the wilds. Unveil lost
Early access
secrets,
on Steam.
and challenge dragons in RuneScape Dragon Wilds.
Love it, but
Launching
not
on
grindy
Nintendo
enough for a
Switch 2
RuneScape game.
September
That's such a
15th.
funny, like any other franchise. Yeah, not enough grinding. I get what you mean though. Like RuneScape for a lot of people is like a second
Get on
screen
board
game.
for these games.
Now boarding.
Customize your own avatar.
Is
and
this
play
different
in
than the class?
adorable
Oh, it's a
world
party
of
game.
Hello
Oh, my
Kitty
sister's
Party
gonna be
Land.
freaking out of this. Literally, Hello Kitty Party
Join
Land.
the
We
party
need more
with
party
over
games,
40
y'all.
Character-themed mini games.
Give me a
and
Pokemon
several
party.
board
Okay.
games.
You guys ready for the next Mario Party Monday? That reminds me.
140 Sanrio
We're doing a Mario
characters to
Party
meet.
Monday, the charity reward stream on this upcoming
You can
Monday.
choose from
I'll talk more
16
about that
partner
throughout the
characters,
week.
Collect stickers, and so much more. Hello Kitty Party Land.
All right,
launches
October
exclusively on
29th.
Nintendo
Ashley,
Switch
if you're
2
watching,
and
are we going
Nintendo
to
Switch
do Hello
October
Kitty
29th.
Party La
So let's
Monday?
get down there and finish the job.
Yeah, I figured we would get very little on this with the game coming out in like a couple weeks. Maybe one new reveal.
Blast off for adventure across the Lilat system with Fox McCloud and his crew.
There was a Wario Party game. Well, a WarioWare Party game
Fate of the
for the
Galaxy
GameCube.
begins. Star Fox launches on Nintendo Switch 2, June 25th.
I feel like they've kind of revealed all they want to reveal, but if they want to show
free demo
characters that...
includes a
Oh,
tutorial
yes!
And one of the game's opening stages
And a
will
level?
be available later today.
Oh,
on
I'm playing.
Nintendo
Oh, I'm gonna be
eShop.
playing that like 10 times over. Yes, yes, please.
Hope resonates within the crystals.
I think we saw this briefly, didn't we? I might be remembering wrong. Yeah, I thought that this is one of those HD 2D games. Whoa. The 3D HD 2D looks kind of wild.
Get ready for the first Final Fantasy game in HD 2D, Final Fantasy Resonance.
Oh, actually, like from ground up?
This is Lapis, a vast world that is
Have we seen this
prospered through
before?
the power of crystals.
I might be
But after
confusing
the
it with another
invasion
reveal.
of the Veritas, this once thriving world lies on the brink of annihilation.
Like an actual Final Fantasy,
Now
like not a
Rain,
remake.
A knight of Grandshelt must journey across the realm
Hold
with
up.
his companions to stop the Veritas.
Hold up. Oh my god, like...
In thrilling turn-based battles, call upon visions.
Wait, Cloud's in this?
Heroes from other
It's I see a bunch of other characters. Actually. Yeah, wait.
Can you
okay.
uncover the truth behind
HD,
the
3D, 2D.
Secrets the
Brave Exvius.
Final Fantasy Resonance.
Oh my god, every single game is coming out October 22nd.
Nintendo Switch systems, October 22nd.
Final Fantasy Engage.
A weird, whimsical world is waiting.
Oh, hey!
Pika
We haven't seen one of these in a minute.
In a new 3D puzzle exploration adventure. What do giant fruit, malevolent robot frogs, and an all-powerful potato have in common? Nothing. Other than a shadowy conspiracy, of course. Meet a cavalcade of curious characters, each with their own problems and puzzles to solve. But beneath this seemingly happy world,
this looks like a play with Lincoln game. This looks really
for all
funny.
their worth. Time to join the resistance.
I liked the first one a lot.
Using Piku's surprising abilities, help solve the people's problems in surprising and downright
now we're getting to the
ways.
good games.
Feeling baffled by these affable denizens? Embrace these strange encounters and bring about an ultimate understanding. And in this sequel, navigate and explore in full 3D as you discover
Why
the
does the
secrets of this
platforming
vivid,
actually look kind of hype?
colorful world. Get ready to wander.
This looks
solve,
very
and
large
gossip
compared to
in
the first game.
Piku Niku 2, launching on Nintendo Switch 2 next year.
Prepare for an all-new monster-filled adventure. Two girls find themselves lost in the kingdom of Witherwood. There, they gain the power to turn monsters into friends.
Oh my god, they did the Pokemon thing just like the, what's the Final Fantasy game where you could capture the Pokemon?
Scout it.
Literally, Dragon Quest Pokemon.
Win it over and it'll fight by your side.
Hey Chaz, thanks so much. By the way, I have notifications off. There may have been some resubs and stuff that I missed while I had them.
Synthesize two monsters to create more powerful allies.
Muted. I'm having a lot of fun.
Take on the most
I'm hoping for a few
fearsome
more
of
like
foes.
classic Nintendo first-party
that's
stuff, but
uniquely your own.
Xenoblade was very hyped for me. A little more Fire Emblem's great. I love Rhythm Heaven. The new modes look great.
Adventure is calling, and it's monstrously fun.
Nothing that's made me like stream though, like, oh my god!
Withered World.
Huh. About time you got here.
Well, what did I say? Duskbloods. Figure we need something if they're still releasing this year. I still don't love that this is like competitive multiplayer. I'd prefer a single player adventure, but
ancient blood sovereign's honor.
I'm keeping my mind open because FromSoft doesn't really make bad video
We are
games
monsters,
these days.
Each vying for blood.
Ah, you're finally here. Worthy spirit.
If that was the entire trailer, I'm gonna be like, for real, guys? Closed network test. Ah, Summer's right here. Okay. All right. That was even less gameplay than the last trailer, but I'll accept it because I will be playing it shortly.
Next, we have more news about an upcoming treasure hunting game.
Treasure hunting game. Somebody call it.
Hey everyone, here's some fresh news about Splatoon.
Oh,
Raiders,
Splatoon,
a
duh.
new single-player focused
I'm like sitting here
adventure.
treasure hunting?
Check out this neat little place, the hideout ship out on the water. There's Deep Cut, a trio of swashbuckling musicians. And this
This is
scrappy
coming out soon
individual,
too.
That's you. Let's call this handy youth the mechanic. The four of them are using the hideout ship as their hub, hunting for treasure across these landmasses, the Spiralite Islands. All right, time for a quick dive. Looks like the treasure they're after is at the base of those
The Zelda
lights.
DS boat game.
But there's a bunch of aggressive creatures called salmonids in the way. And when you get
You know
too
what's funny is
close,
so
they'll attack
I just finished
immediately.
Saros. I've been playing that, and
The
Renee was
salmonids
watching
aren't
it. And she
pushovers
was
either,
like,
so you shouldn't go it
"I don't
alone.
think I could ever play this game." And I'm like,
That's
"What do you
where
mean?
this
Saros
comes in,
is literally
the
just this.
exploration bot.
It's just not
A member of
Splatoon."
Deep Cut
Now there's
pilots
more
it during the
movement
treasure
in
hunts
Saros,
and
but
attacks automatically. Launches you in the air for extra height.
okay, that actually
and
looks
even
fun.
gets out of the
I'm
box to unleash special moves
so
like
my
this.
favorite thing that Splatoon has
You
ever
also
done
get
is
support in
the
the
Salmon
form
Rush
of
modes.
gadgets.
So
There's one that continuously fires ink after
I think
it's
this is going to
placed.
be just for me. Not just for me. You know what I
Another
mean?
that slices through
Especially,
enemies.
like, I assume they're going to make these kind of, like,
Another that spins
roguelike-y,
ink
like,
around you, and
round by
more.
round type
And the
battles.
best part, you can use them together.
I think you can do this in multiplayer
It'd be
too,
nice
right?
if that made
Co-op,
things
I
easier,
think.
though. So to recap, do not underestimate the salmonids. Yikes, this is tougher than it looks. But the salmonids aren't the
Yeah,
only
Saros
powerful
is
ones around here. Through battles, you, the
third-person
mechanic, will also
shooter
get
action game
stronger
from
by
House
leveling
Marquee,
up.
the Returnal team.
And you can customize all sorts of upgrades to fit your playstyle.
Are they able to be out of the water
Looks
like that?
tons
Yeah, that's sort of the thing.
There are even more
They
details
switch
to cover
between
in the upcoming
Squid mode
Splatoon
and Kid
Raiders
mode.
Direct, airing on June 30th. And in the smart device app Nintendo Today, see the story events leading up to Splatoon Raiders with daily comics ahead of launch. Plus, in collaboration with
I got
this
some bad
game,
news,
there's
man.
going to be a special Splatfest in
We got
Splatoon
5 minutes
3.
left. If they got a big
theme
reveal,
looks
it's
like
probably going to be
about
the next
Splatoon
one.
Raiders. Details will be announced here. Look out for more info in the future. Don't forget to check this out too. See ya!
See ya.
So what did
Capcom
you
logo?
think?
No, it's too late. Ace Attorney's
Splatoon
over.
Raiders is just around the corner. We'll also be releasing new Joy-Con 2 controllers inspired by deep cuts.
Too late now,
hope
man.
you're
These
looking
things are
forward
too
to it.
expensive.
Let's see some more headlines.
He says more headlines plural. Pick. Oh my god! Oh my god, yes! Chapter 5! This is a very big deal for me! When? Give me a date, give me a date. Oh my god, I almost feel like even seeing this is spoiler. What? He's back? Huh? He's back? Huh? Oh, is this just a... Wait. When? He's waiting for... When? He's waiting for... June 24th! Ah! Oh no! That's like the same time... Yes! Metaphor! Very big deal! Hopefully it runs well, though. I remember Persona 3 not running very well on Switch, the remake. Insanely good, insanely underrated game. Deltarune's coming out right at the same time as Star Fox. It's gonna ruin my life.
Inhabited by 8 tribes. The next king shall be decided by the will of the people. By decree of the king, as his face floats in the sky, the tournament for the throne begins. As the realm grapples
I really
with
love
its first
Metaphor.
ever election,
I put 100
those
hours in
vying
this
for
game.
The throne put their plans into action.
I can tell, you know, like
As
the
one of the
fidelity is a
throne's
little less.
candidates,
I don't
you'll
care as
travel
long as the game
across
runs well
kingdom,
on Switch.
forging bonds with compelling characters along the way. Various enemies stand in your path.
This battle's ours.
There are monsters roaming this world, as well as other candidates and strange beasts.
Metaphor is such a
known
good game.
as
It has such
humans.
good music too.
Control your
I saw that
destiny
there's literally
and
like a
change
Metaphor
the world
concert
in
series.
Metaphor.
I don't got the
Refantasio,
scratch,
launching on the Nintendo
but
Switch 2
I was
system,
tempted.
November 12th. Create.
So
explore,
it must be longer
survive.
than 50 minutes, right? They wouldn't just end it on the
A
highlight reel and
dedicated
say
Nintendo
bye, right?
Switch 2 version of Minecraft is
It's
on the
about
way.
dang time!
Dig into your
Minecraft has
adventure
been
on Nintendo
desperately
Switch
needing
2
a
with
Switch 2
support for
version.
Vibrant visuals. And embark on a journey across a world with enhanced lighting and shadow effects. Plus, Nintendo Switch
just,
worlds can be carried over. So you
I remember
can
when the
pick
Switch
up
2
right
came
where you
out and
left
people
off.
were like,
What
wow,
will
look,
you
Minecraft
create
runs
next?
better on a phone than on a Switch 2.
Minecraft
And I was like, well,
launches on
yeah,
Nintendo
because it's
Switch
just
2
the Switch 1
this
version.
year.
They don't automatically get better. Constantly different. Oh, okay, so what do we see? Persona 4. Oh, Metal Gear. Rhythm boxing. Here, they're like, okay, just get these out of here. Atelier. Did we know Metal Gear Solid was coming? Space Marine. Yeah, we're getting a lot more third-party stuff on Switch 2, which is exciting. I think more and more... Oh, Observer. The visuals look so much like the little reveal they had for Persona 6 that I thought it was that. I think devs are starting to get more comfortable. To be fair, Nintendo was very slow to get like dev kits out for the Switch 2. It's not going to play every single game. Yeah, Metal Gear Solid Master Collection. It's a big deal. Oh my god, literally like Metal Gear, Metal Gear. Oh, I'm Zinanesco. I'm like the other way. I have a lot of Metaphor songs that I really, really like. It's obviously different than Persona, right? But there were a lot that I really, really liked. Everbloom. I think, was this in the Cozy Direct? This looks very familiar. I really am hoping that the final reveal is like something substantial and not just a ping. A ping would be very sad.
Battle of light and darkness.
Oh, hold up!
approaches.
Kingdom Hearts actually like natively? Actually,
Build
Kingdom
memorable
Hearts?
Adventures. 3 collections of Kingdom Hearts
Yeah,
games
it's
are coming
everything.
to Nintendo
Wait, what?
Switch 2. Traverse through iconic Disney
Okay,
and
so what's
Pixar
everything in
worlds.
Rio Mine?
Befriend all sorts of magical allies.
It's hilarious the way they have to
Battle
explain
enemies in
all the
action
games.
RPG
But yeah,
combat.
thank God we
Relive
can
these
finally play
stories
these natively
or
and not
experience
as
them
like
for
a
the first
cloud
time,
version.
Alongside Sora and his friends as they fight the darkness. If you have the cloud versions on Nintendo Switch, you can transfer your existing save data to these
Well,
Nintendo
yeah, what was I saying
Switch
about the
2
cloud
games.
versions?
These 3 collections launch on Nintendo Switch 2.
Oh, Remind. That was
October
stupid.
8th.
I couldn't see for. It's just Kingdom Hearts 3 plus the
All 3
DLC.
compilations. Kingdom Hearts Collection 1 through 3 also launches.
I wonder what
October
that
8th.
will be priced at, but
Additionally,
that's pretty dope.
A free demo of Kingdom Hearts 3
Oh.
plus Remind will be available later today on Nintendo eShop.
Oh, today. Why not? See how it runs? I know I did my whole Kingdom Hearts marathon. I'd do it
こ
again.
の世界の構造はとても複雑で、私たちが定
Pause.
義する光と闇
No way! We're getting 4 content?
しなかった。
Huh?
でもそれを
No way!
この世界に来たことで、
I did. That wasn't on my bingo
私
card.
たちの定義する闇
Yeah, this is the same world they showed in 4. Holy shit! What? Man, I never thought I'd be seeing this in a Nintendo Direct, right? It's probably just gonna be a zero gameplay. Oh my god, new character, new character. Who are you? Oh my god, why are you back? Where's the story going? I can't wait to hyperanalyze this. Oh my god, gameplay too? What the heck? You can tell that this is the Switch 2 version. I think it's gonna look a little tastier on other platforms. I don't care. New Sora design, new everything. I mean, I'm curious. Are we still doing the Disney thing? It feels like they need Disney, but they've also been shying away. They definitely shied away from the Final Fantasy, for example. This looks crazy. Wait, there's just real-ass people? Whoa, okay. Wow. I kind of forgot that it's real, right? Available at launch. Dude, Square is
How was that?
Final Fantasy VII
Next is our last announcement.
Vive, whatever the new one's called. It's not.
Please take a look.
The third one's also an at-launch Switch 2. All right. Quiet time.
Long ago, there was a
Oh my
land
God.
called Hyrule, created by beings of supreme divinity.
This actually doesn't scream Ocarina of Time yet. Wait.
Edge of this kingdom.
No, it's Ocarina of Time. Holy shit.
Forest.
It's Ocarina of Time, baby!
An ancient solitary tree quietly watched over the inhabitants of the forest.
Is this like... Is there going to be spokes? Stop. Oh my God.
Forest dwellers were called
The Kokiri theme.
Each had a fairy companion, and they lived out their innocent lives in these woods.
Oh my God, dude. It's really real.
However, there was one particular boy.
Show me
who did not have a fairy.
Show me the gameplay! I love this. This is giving me like those like Minish Cap or oh my God! He looks like it gives you heavy Twilight Princess vibes, like the visuals. He looks very like high fidelity, like a real kid. More than I was expecting. Like very like high fantasy. Oh my God, dude. Please don't just be a little teasy. Please show me more. No, please don't be a ping. Don't just be a ping, man. I need more. More. No. Like, don't just show me a sleeping boy. This year? Then you have to show more. You're legally obligated. Go back.
Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time will be reborn on Nintendo Switch 2. More details will be announced in the future, so please look forward to them.
Just a little drop.
That's all for today's
That
Nintendo
hurts.
Direct. Earlier this year, Devin was appointed as the new president of Nintendo of America. We'd like to conclude this presentation with a few words from Devin-san. Thank you for watching.
Thank you, Crazy.
Yay, babu, but yay.
Hi, everyone.
Yeah, I don't
I'm
love
Devin Pritchard,
I don't love
and after
ping
20
reveals
years at
personally.
Nintendo, one of my favorite things about gaming is still that moment I get to try something new.
They definitely
I
cut a
watch
lot
the
from the
trailers,
Japanese
I hear about
version.
a game, but
The
the
Japanese
moment I pick
trailer
up a
shows more?
controller, that's when it all comes
Or
together.
you're saying cut a lot as in
And
content
for me,
overall.
that's what games have always been about. Those little moments that surprise me and allow me to immerse myself in different worlds. You can read
Dude, we
about
got a lot of
game, you
negative
can watch a
Nancy's in
trailer,
the chat.
but nothing beats
That's
seeing
not
it for
usually the
yourself.
vibe we go for here.
And that's a big part of what Nintendo Treehouse Live is about.
This is kind of what you were saying
Taking a
earlier.
closer look,
A lot of people
hearing
stake
from the
their whole
teams,
personality
and
on whether or
spending
not
more
the
time with the games
commercial is a
themselves.
commercial they like or not.
So let's get to it.
I get it. I
We've got
mean,
a
you
new
want to feel like
Nintendo
your
Treehouse
investment
Live ready to go
is worthwhile.
with a few
Oh yeah,
games
they're
I
gonna
hope
jump
you
to the
find
treehouse.
And if you
I don't
enjoyed
think there's any
Splatoon
live
Raiders
content
in
I wanna
today's
see in
Nintendo
that.
Direct, this July at San Diego Comic-Con, we'll have the game playable on the show floor.
I don't think I'm gonna watch
Because
the
at the end of
Treehouse
the
Live.
day,
I might
think
want
the
to
best
switch
way to
over to my core
understand a
game, but I'll go back through
is
the
to pick
through
up
the
the
trailer.
controller and play. Thanks
Let's
for
see.
watching. I'm really looking forward to sharing more of what I love about games and bringing those experiences to all of you.
You definitely sound like you really
And
love
now
games.
it's time for Treehouse Live. Over to you, team.
To be fair, I don't think like Reggie Fils-Aimé played a lot of games. He just had a lot of enthusiasm. Yeah, let me see if the full direct's been posted here. But yeah, I mean, I get what people are saying. Like, if you only like the core first-party Nintendo franchises, there was not a lot for you. I guess I can just go back through the existing VOD, right? Sometimes they'll post it afterward. Okay,
So
I'll
new
just
cinema-
rewind back through. I'll give a big recap. Like, I get it, right? Like, okay, yeah. There was, like, less, like, absolute show-stopping stuff. Let's thumb through. I mean, it just depends on who you are, though, right? It was very Japanese game, JRPG type of game heavy. So, oh, these are the commercials. Is there a way to watch this without the chat thing here? Can I close that? Pop out chat and then kill it. Does that work? Dog, just let me watch it.
Shooting on Slumber Island.
I don't want to see chat and chat. Oh, there we go. There we go. We got it.
Animal Crossing
We got
New
Donkey Kong
Horizons
collectible
Nintendo
cards.
Switch
Kingdom Hearts 4 is
available
honestly the
now.
biggest surprise to me, as far as like I had absolutely no idea we're gonna see more content of that. A sizable showcase.
Gain share support, online multiplayer.
These are still the
attractions. Not always the same.
So, yeah, well, let's go through it all. Just really quickly, like we'll kind of like recap. Rhythm Heaven, the new modes look great. Again, very niche game. I'm very excited. It could literally just be a single player experience, and I'd have a good time. I love that gameplay formula. Multiplayer stuff looks fun. We did get a lot of third-party stuff, and not even the ones that I was expecting. I was like thinking, okay, well, maybe we'll see some of like Final Fantasy 3. Stellar Blade is cool. Some of them definitely look better than others. Stellar Blade did not look like one of the best ports. One we've already seen. There was a lot of stuff where I'm like, okay, we've been getting trailers for this for quite some time. Oh yeah, Xenoblade's another big reveal too. No, yeah, it really was contingent on if you like the Japanese role-playing games, which if you don't, and you're like just a core, you know, I like just the main Nintendo games, like the stuff that the franchise is connected to, like Super Smash Bros. 1. Yeah, you were definitely left cut out and dry. Pocopia was a big reveal for me too. This game's been begging for more DLC. I'm very excited for this. It's my son's favorite game in the world. It's a real treasure getting to play alongside him. This is a big deal. No, there was actually quite a bit for me going back through this. So, you know, it's all just underwater stuff. Oh yeah, there's some new Pokemon too, aren't there? Mudkip is not available in the main game, I don't think, right? I think all the ones that they're showing there. I don't think Corphish is either. I could be wrong.
Will be available later today on Nintendo eShop.
Metaverse exciting, but I believe will be a key card. Most are.
Part 1 of the paid DLC,
I've said this in the
Bubbly
past.
Basin,
I'm not a
launches
big
this
like.
August. Part 2 and Part 3 will
It doesn't.
launch at a later
Key cards
date.
are fine for me,
Look
but I
out
get
for more details
why people
in the
care.
future.
To be fair, I also don't purchase many games. Like, for example, you know, like key cards still work for me when I rent the game from the library. For example, I played Resident Evil 9 on a key card, and I mean, Pocopia's on a key card. You know, I don't even. Yep, Manaphy. Just is Manaphy. Manaphy will probably just be the legendary that's associated with that area. That's a big deal for me. More Fire Emblem stuff. I mean, we know that this game exists. We've seen more about it. I think it looks nice. Again, though, like I can tell, right? You know who the real losers are for this? Is if you're a Mario fan and you got like one little squeak of a Donkey Kong Mario 40th. That's tough. I do think it's going to be a minute because we just got Bonanza. I think Mario is going to be a 2027 thing. Plays P's dope. I mean, again, a lot of third-party stuff. Xenoblade, new Xenoblade Genesis is a pretty big deal. It's a little, like, you know, as someone that is no longer in school and has not been for a long time, I'm not usually like, oh my god, yes, school. It's not really what I think of when I think of Xenoblade, but you know what? This team just makes really good action JRPGs, so. Did they show any actual gameplay, or was it just cutscenes? I think it was just cutscenes. Or if they did, it was a little snippet. I trust the team. You know, they've done enough. Sports Resort's not really for me. Like, I don't, you know, it's cute, but I'm not, like, losing it. Star Fox is for me. Oh, demo's available. This is available, what, later today? Does later today mean now? We're getting that now. That's a big deal for me. This is one of the biggest releases for me of the year. Yeah, I know. It's just the same old game. Some people want that. I'm some people. Yeah, look, I'm literally playing Pocopia right now, or at least that's what my screen's on. Very excited. All right. They showed like 3 demos. Can I get my demo now? Oh yeah, the Hello Kitty party game actually unironically looks good. For sure, for sure. Featured. I can literally get the Pocopia expansion pass now. All right, so if I hit Star Fox, I don't think the demo. I feel like if the demo's up, you guys would say something, right? I'm a Summer Games Fest enjoyer, but this week kind of made me miss E3. Back to back to back crazy announcements, just like E3 was. I mean, it's basically the same thing to me. The difference is that there's not a big show floor. I feel you in this. Like, I'm very nostalgic for E3. I attended several E3 as press, even before I did regular YouTube stuff. And like, there are things about the show that I enjoyed. It was also a lot of market fluff. Like, I think we remember E3 a lot more nostalgically than we remember. It used to be really miserable sitting there watching somebody talk about how they're making the newest revolution to gaming. It was a lot of people. That's one of my favorite things that's been cut, is dude walking up on stage, tech bro, grabbing the mic, and this is going to revolutionize games in a way that you never believe. We're bringing games to your ecosystem, online and in person and in your house. We are going to be integrating games in ways that and they would just yap. I'm very tired. I'm very glad about the end of the yap era. I do somewhat miss the meme moments over the years, though. Whose conference was it? Konami's? Where the dude was like high out of his mind? Extreme! You get that. You get your giant enemy crab moments. Various tech breaking. There were a lot more bad games, too. I feel like people are forgetting that. Like, there's stuff that people might not be interested in here. I get that. Oh, this also looks good. I loved the first one. Dragon Quest Pokemon was kind of whatever for me, personally. I thought it was weird that they, like, showed 3 seconds of Duskblood, like, basically no information that was new. But the closed network test is a big deal. I actually feel like I got very little information for Raiders. Maybe we got to look at a few new bosses. I feel like there's not much they could show in Raiders. Like, you either know you're getting it or not, right?
Will also get stronger by leveling up. And you can customize all sorts of upgrades to fit your
like,
playstyle.
If you wanted to go this reminds me of a lot of the
Looks like time's up. There are
the
even
Splatoon
more
3
details to
Tower
cover in
DLC.
the
I forgot what it was called.
Splatoon Raiders
The one where everything's all like white and
Direct,
sterile. What is that
airing on
DLC
June
actually
30th.
called?
And in the smart device app, Nintendo.
Hey, Pixel Sheba, how's it going? Welcome, Raiders. I assume many of you also just came from the Nintendo Direct. Pixel Sheba is our extremely wonderful streamer for our charity streams at Gamers Outreach. She does like all of them, which is incredible. Hope you guys are all doing well. We're just going through the Direct a second time. Like, I don't know. I view the Directs very differently than other people do. I basically just look to see if there's anything that excites me, and for me, there was like 5-6 things. But I get the way that like internet culture is. People are gonna be like, worst Direct, wasted time, terrible Direct. Which, I mean, sure, you're allowed to feel that way. I just didn't walk away with it feeling the same way. But I also like, I'm not sitting here like I need this. I feel like it's almost no longer in Nintendo's interest to show a trailer for like 5 very big deal games. It's kind of in their interest to keep the hype cycle spread out over time. As you can see, even with their big reveal game that's coming out literally this year, there's like less than half of the year left. Well, okay, slightly more than half of the year left. And they're gonna dangle Zelda in front of us like a carrot. It's annoying, don't get me wrong. But I think the days are gone of them being like, here's a new Metroid, a new Mario, a new F-Zero, a new, I wish Mother 3. Oh, wow, there was actually quite a bit more in here for me. Deltarune Chapter 5 is a very big deal. It's very soon. Actually sooner than I was thinking. I don't think Toby Fox has said anything besides that this is coming in 2026. I think a lot of people were expecting more end of the year window. This is a really big deal. It's, man, I almost don't want to watch the footage. Kind of a spoiler for me. Yeah, June 24th. It's good. You know what is going to be kind of nice is like, I already bought Deltarune, right? Getting the extra chapters without having to pay for them is pretty sweet. Deltarune's a weird one, man. You guys know how there's the stigma about like the, you know, the Undertale, Deltarune franchises, and I do not think it's altogether wrong. I think that people, like, they take it too seriously in many ways, but on their own, in a vacuum, I really like these games. I think they're very funny narratively. They're very visually appealing. They have insane music. Deltarune in particular has actually resonated with me a lot more strongly even than Undertale. I'm very curious to see where it goes. The story left off on a pretty insane cliffhanger of Chapter 4. So, yeah, I'm excited. I mean, like, so every fandom, there's like a dark side, an obsessive side, a ridiculous side, right? I mean, even amongst Nintendo as a whole. I don't know. I don't know how to describe what I don't like about like the Deltarune fandom. I think there are a lot of small mysteries hidden about, and so a lot of people will get very like laser focused on like, you know, is this a reveal? Is that a reveal? Here's a theory, there's a theory. I mean, that's fine. That's one part of it. I would say the fans tend to be a bit more rabid in general. And like personally, I don't know. There's just a lot of like degenerate fan art that I'm like, oh, okay. You know, I could use less of that. There's interesting stuff too. Just like, I mean, listen, dog, I'm a Pokemon fan. I've seen an intense amount of degenerate Pokemon things and angry Pokemon takes. So it's not just everything. I think for me, though, like some games, especially when they're like a personal narrative experience, sometimes I don't like having it as a community. Does that make any sense? I know it sounds weird. Like sometimes I just like playing my game just by myself and making my own interpretations without hearing what like everybody else has to say and everything dissected and turned weird, right? Oh, don't worry about raiding and running. I always do that. By the time I finish a stream, I'm always quite tired. Don't worry, I'm hydrating. Actually, I'm running low on water. I'll rehydrate soon. Great to see you, Pixel. I'm a Star Wars fan. Boy, do I get it. Yeah, exactly, Trent or Treat. Dog, I can't go a day without Star Wars discourse. People are literally like, The Last Jedi lives rent-free in people's heads. Dog, Star Wars has always been bad and campy. I get it. They're all different levels of bad and campy. There's a billion. Star Wars is kind of weird to me because, like, when I was growing up, there wasn't a lot of it. And you know what there was a lot more of in Star Wars when I was growing up? Good Star Wars video games. Like, a ridiculous amount of them. Every year, there were like 2 or 3 Star Wars games, and they were all really good. And I don't have that. That's my biggest complaint. They've also shied away significantly. I mean, they basically just unwrote the extended universe, which, to be fair, was good and bad. There's probably a lot of terrible stuff. If I sat there and read through all the EU Star Wars novels, there's probably a lot of cringe stuff. But it was a big part of my formative years. I could sit here and talk about Star Wars all day. I think that's the end of it. Like, we could point to different things and be like, ooh, that community. Every community's got them. I don't know what it is about the Undertale bit. I think they're just very passionate, very rabid, which to me, sometimes I'm like, oh, okay. Like, I like this game a lot, but I'm not, you know, that level. Well, they do have a new pod racing game. There's actually a recent trailer for that. There's like a modern pod racing game coming out. There was also another game they showed very briefly. It's like a tactics game, but the trailer really tried to shy away from the fact that it was a tactics game, but it looked pretty good to me. I'm going into a Star Wars renaissance right now. What do you mean, like renaissance? Star Wars game stream sometime? It would depend. I actually, just this December, I just finished Jedi Survivor. I got it a few years later as a Christmas present. I enjoyed it a lot. Like, legitimately had a great time. I liked the first game, too. I don't know why I didn't get Survivor right away. I was just busy, whatever. I really liked that, so that was great. I will say that we're definitely missing out on a good Star Wars RPG. You know, Knights of the Old Republic has been teased about 1 billion million times, and I don't know if we'll ever really get it, etc. Yeah. What it's like being a normal... Yeah, that's another fandom that I would say is a bit more intense. The digital Amazing Circus. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I've never seen any of it. I know that I can. I know it exists. I've heard it's good. The animation I've heard is very good. The character designs don't appeal to me at first glance. Everybody I know that has watched it enjoys it. I just haven't stepped my foot in there. What is it? Why? Like, there are certain fandoms, right, where we can point to them and be like, oh, that fandom. What's the difference? Like, I can, like, off the top of my head, you know, people like Undertale Deltarune, ooh, that one. Amazing Digital Circus, oh, that one. I think Has Been Hotel to some degree, oh, that one. What's the difference, though? Like, what's the common thread? Is it, like, stuff where... I think there are some games, I would say, like, more adult material with a more childlike presentation, maybe? Is that the common thread? Teenagers. Maybe that's the thing. Because it's halfway between kid and adult. It's just teenagers. Dog, we were probably all insufferable teenagers. We were unsufferable. Those fandoms attract a very specific brand of chronically online. That's what it is, Revity. Oh man, I think you cracked the code. I say as I am here. No, but I mean, I do think that there's a difference for sure. And like, I think all of those fandoms too definitely attract people like, you know, heavy fandom where it's like the only thing you're a super fan of. You're allowed to have one thing you love for sure. You know, and I've always been a big defender. We just stopped on the direct and went on a wild tangent. I've always been a huge defender of you can do whatever you like. You can have whatever passions you like as long as you're not harming other people or, you know, doing anything like derogatory or hateful. Have at it. I don't, you know, you want to get deep in your shipping art and your conspiracy theories about, you know, these games or shows. I don't care. Like, you know, all the power to you. Live your best life. There are just times where I'm like, okay, this community is not for me. And I think I feel that divide more than ever. I mean, again, I play freaking Pokemon, so it's not like I'm immune from, you know, family-friendly kid stuff. Obviously, I engage in stuff at certain levels, but there are definitely more and more things where I'm like, okay, I am somewhat approaching, like, you know, being a middle-aged man, so there are things I relate to a little bit less than I used to. Like, every time I see these games and they're like, welcome to Blank Academy, I'm like, oh my god, dude, I don't want to relive school. Like, that's not for me. You know how it be. It's crucial that the loudest speakers in a fandom are people that are new to fandoms. That was big in Undertale, because a lot of people coming into Undertale had never been in a fandom and were clutching their pearls at odd ships or fanworks. Yeah, you can come in yapping. We're definitely it's yap time. Yeah, I will say, man, as like I cannot advocate enough. I know that it's a meme, but like, fam, don't forget to touch grass. There's definitely grass out there worth touching. It's worth getting out. It's worth interacting with people in person. Even you want to sit at a table and talk with other fans of Deltarune, I don't care, you know, but I do think it's important, right, to learn these like basic social skills and interactions and getting out there, etc. The internet has that. I will say too, another thing that we are not prepared for is some of y'all were not able to touch grass. If you went to school, you know, if you were 12 or 13 or 14 when COVID started. I mean, you were forced to be chronically online, right? So totally different ball game. Something that I'm not ready for. And I will say maybe that's one big difference is the internet was big and I was on it a lot, but when I was a teenager, it was still somewhat in its infancy. Social media was limited to like MySpace, you know, Zynga journals. It didn't like, shouldn't say it didn't exist, but it was a little different. You could live on it, but you couldn't live on it the way that you could now. I couldn't sit there watching videos all day on it. You know, like there were message boards, sure, but I feel like there was less impetus to be on it all the time. We did not have internet in our hand. That was the biggest difference. The phone freaking changed everything. I did not have, you know, everything, it's like that Bo Burnham song, right? Can I interest you in everything all of the time? A little bit of everything all of the time. Lost Arts, how's it going? I will say too, though, I mean, I can't vouch for everybody, but I feel like first of all, the average person watching my stream is older. Things have changed a lot. I'm no longer like the creator for kids. Not that I try and keep the same vibes. And maybe you are a kid watching and like, that's great. I hope you're having a good time. So, you know, I might not necessarily be talking even like to our crowd, but Metaphor is great. I will say this looks a bit chunkier. Metaphor didn't even run at a full 60 on my PS5, so, you know, like, I can see the, you know, aliasing. That's fine. Yeah, like, you know, you can see, like, on the thumb here, or, like, here, the backgrounds are significantly more blurred. The textures are worse. I remember, so, Persona 3 remake, I forgot what they call the remake game. Reloaded? Was that a Switch 2 release or a Switch 1 release? All I know is I remember people saying that actually ran quite poorly on the Switch and or Switch. Oh, that was Switch 2? I heard people say that was kind of dumpster. I remember the good old days of Pokemon Fact of the Day videos. Oh, man. Dude, a lot of my old video, like the original Fact of the Days, I was shooting those like in my parents' basement over the summer between like semesters of college. It's just like me standing next to like, you know, a barren wall. The bar was a lot lower for content creation, I'll tell you that. So that ran poorly. I'm curious.
There are monsters.
I mean, this footage actually looks fine to me.
As well as
again, those textures are really muddied.
Monsters roaming this world.
Whatever. Like, I still think it's a very worthwhile game to play. I really like Metaphor. I'm like Metaphor's biggest defender. We got a little mix of a lot of third-party stuff that actually doesn't hit for me. Solid Collection is actually pretty great. Yeah, not a lot here. They kind of dumped them. Kingdom Hearts, wow, yeah, a lot of this was dedicated to Kingdom Hearts. I mean, this is a pretty big deal. It was actually surprisingly a Kingdom Hearts Direct. I can't believe how much we got a 4. This is the most we've seen a 4 ever, right? On like any medium. Yeah, no, Couch Potatoes. That's us. A lot of the Switch 2 ports have been quite good. I thought it was all. It depends on the dev, though. I know Ubisoft does a good job. Capcom does a fantastic job. Square Enix has been doing a great job. Depends on the dev, though. I've heard some are worse. Atlas, for example, I don't know. Sussed. So, yeah, who's this smug dude? So, like, obviously... Like, I don't... The real... Oh, okay, this is the only Disney we saw. They're like, oh yeah, technically we do still need Sora, Donald, and Goofy. Interestingly, though, like, this is non-party combat. It's just Sora in these. I see build, new build. What a new, like I'm looking at the bottom left. I'm gonna be annoying with pauses here. That looked cool. This little chain that you ride. Chain rod. Yeah. See, like there. Okay, that looks really fun. Kingdom Hearts gameplay is really fun. Again, yeah, a lot of Sora only stuff. Although, honestly, all of this strikes me as like the game's intro. I can't believe there's this much gameplay. Did they give a date to this or not at all? But yeah, I love it. Has Kingdom Hearts ever had just like normal ass people? Random city dwellers? No date. Yeah, we'll take everything we can. Yeah, Revity. The Ace Attorney Direct, I think, is they saved it for the Treehouse, right? We probably missed the Ace Attorney 7 reveal. I'm so sad, man. I'm very sad. But yeah, it is weird. And you know what's funny? Like when I see the gameplay, I hate being that guy. Some people can't tell. I can tell. I mean, right now I'm looking on like a 2K monitor. I can tell when footage is Switch 2 footage versus a PS5. Because yeah, they're drastically different machines. But yeah, I am surprised they decided to use this as the first content. Like here, you know, like individual screenshots, I could see where there's less detail. However, the fact that they've chosen to show it and say it's running and say, hey, this is going to release on the Switch 2 day one, that's a huge deal. The biggest upside to playing something on a Switch 2 is if you're willing to sacrifice a little bit of visual fidelity, you get to play it portably. Some people just like to play it portably in their house as second screen. Some people like to play in bed. Some people travel a lot, and so that's just their way of, you know, interacting with games, or they have a commute, or they're on a train, etc. And on a smaller screen, usually you're willing to sacrifice some visual fidelity because it's not like taking up your whole screen. Although I will say, I played Resident Evil 9 on my big TV and I thought it looked great. Oh man, guys, I'm in danger. So you guys know me. The Illinois library system is absolutely incredible, and I get most of my games from them. I'll usually try and I'll get in the queue. I'll order brand new games. Most of the time I'm playing new games that I'm not purchasing myself about a month after release. A rare thing happened to me, though. My library has 2 games ready for me at the same time. I'm a little scared. Has anybody played the new 007 game? Because I've got 007 First Light. Renee and I are going to play that together. We played all the Uncharted's together. And then I also have the Pragmata. Is that how you pronounce that? The shooter with an android girl on your shoulder. Somehow I'm going to have to balance 2 new games. I've got about 2 weeks to finish those before I get bombarded by, hey, here's Deltarune and Star Fox. Oh, that's going to be tough for me. The art style being this way makes me think Marvel is coming. I don't know, man. Like, every time there's a new Kingdom Hearts game, it actually feels like they're trying to... Oh, look. No, you're right. The Infinity Gauntlets are right down there. It feels like they're trying to separate themselves from the third parties altogether. I'll admit it, I was a little sad. There's basically no Final Fantasy content in 3, which feels weird because it was like really nice seeing, you know, your basic, you know, Final Fantasy characters plus the secret hard Sephiroth bosses. That was kind of sad. But I don't know, it's also, the series is so tied to Disney. It's like, yeah, I mean, again, I'm betting that this city sequence is just the intro of the game. And then it's going to spread out into the other worlds, and there's still a lot more to go. Yeah, no date. Okay. All right, if you say so. Man, we got a bunch of nothing here.
Long ago, there was a land called
just a little taste of the Lost Woods theme.
Divinity. At the very edge of this
they really like
a small
excuse my language. We really got jerked on this one. we got edged on this one. I hate to say it, but this was the biggest tease of all time I think I've ever gotten for Nintendo. Now, I would say the worst one ever that Nintendo has ever done is when they released a JPEG of Metroid Prime 4, which was even funnier because how many years later did that take to release, and then it came in like a broken state, was remade 100 times. The thing is that they also said 2026, so we know they're teasing, you know?
Forest dwellers were called the Kokiri. Each had a
like, I'm so excited. Alejandro!
Innocent lives.
There's a familiar face. How are you?
However,
Metroid Prime 4. Yeah, Prime 4. Like, here, very clearly, they have the game ready to go, right?
Who did not have a fairy.
I cannot believe that all they gave us was a sleeping boy. Out of context, insane. Like, this is all they gave us to analyze. I will say, though, like, I like a lot about this design, where they're heading. They are going for more of, like, a classic fantasy look. This gives me almost, like, Fable-y vibes. Surprisingly, or like Twilight Princess vibes, of course. The take on like the Kokiri tunic looks great. Like it looks like real clothes, fabric. Like I'm not talking about fidelity. Obviously, modern games have better fidelity than this. But this is just, I don't know. This is very different than, here, I'm going to pull up, I can't believe let me pull up some Sleeping Links. Let's analyze children. Oh, Jesus Christ. You know what I mean? Like it is funny, like looking at this scene of this one person sleeping. You know, it's kind of funny. By the time this game comes out, he's 7, right? I think. How young is young Link supposed to be? My son, also a Link. Well, a Lincoln. Let me see if I got other pictures. Oh, he's older? He's 12? No, is it 7 years between the two? Maybe 11 to 18? Like, no, it just does feel weird that this is my only still that I have to analyze. I searched Sleeping Link Ocarina of Time, and they are only showing me this image. This is all I've got. Okay, so here's what he looks like on 3DS. I got this at least. It's definitely going to be a different vibe. I will, like, it's less cartoony, which could be bad. I mean, or it'll be different, right? Like, it's significant. Again, we are analyzing. This is the only thing we have to analyze. Is this one frame of this sleeping child? It looks a lot more real, right? It's gonna be different. I think the high, like, I hope they keep the weirdness in the comedy. That is going to be a big deal. But I think that the high fantasy, you know, the dark, the big serious story moments, those are going to hit harder. Hey, why can't I load this new image? They're not letting me. Oh, no, they are. I'm dumb. They're just so similar, I didn't realize I covered it. All right, so here's our versions, right? You know, actually, looking at these again, that 3DS really jammed up the warm tones and the oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Not contrast, not exposure. Oh my god, saturation. That's the word I'm looking for. I do not get that impression, Philly Dish. They're not showing much, even if the game's releasing this year. It's because they're not proud. No, it's because they're trying to dangle it out later for their own separate hype style. They are known to do this. I mean, they've done this with Zelda for a billion years. They did it for Breath of the Wild. I'm pretty sure they had a product to be proud of. They just had like a little tiny teaser trailer. Jacob, thank you so much. What? Kingdom Hearts Cloud is greater than standard game? What do you... Oh! Oh my god, Jacob. I thought you were saying the cloud version of Kingdom Hearts was better. I was like, what are you talking about? That's that's a hot take. That might be the most scorching hot take I've ever read. Okay. That makes... You're saying Cloud, Final Fantasy's Cloud. That took me a second. No, you're saying the Cloud version? You were saying Cloud from Final Fantasy, or are you saying the Cloud version? What would be better about the Cloud version? There's no way I'm reading this right. Why is the Cloud version better? That is a storage. I mean, if I can't say I personally have storage problems on my Switch. I have no problem uninstalling a game if I'm not actively playing it. You play a lot of games, that's one factor. I have a really hard time with cloud versions of games. Even a couple of frames of input lag or jaggies here or there, that's issue. Also, you always have to be connected to the internet. I will say, I think you're the first person with that take, but you are welcome to it. You were allowed to it. My flabbers were indeed gasted. Like, there are some advantages for sure. I would just never personally take that over. As someone who's done a lot of like cloud gaming experiences, I do not seek them out. Dude, I have a freaking Amazon or Google Stadia. So, you know, I've had my share of cloud-based content. Weird amount of negativity in this chat compared to a normal J-Woods chat. It's a little different, Ren Peter. Like, when I'm just playing my one game, which, by the way, I do think I want to do some of. Anyway, so yeah, you can see the visual differences between the three. Like, the tunic looks very different. There's like a whole extra, I mean, not piece of armor, but I mean, you know, there's like leather over it. It's not just going to be straight green. Also, hold up. Where does shoes go? I didn't even think about that. Yeah, wait, hold up. We need to get some shoes on that boy. This is literally everything, though. It's just a slow zoom. Oh, him starting to wake up. And he has a Triforce on his hand. Yeah. Is the Star Fox demo actually out yet? I checked earlier. To be fair, most people don't sleep in their shoes. That's fair, but yeah. It is kind of funny. Like, I feel like I could definitely see some negativity around this in the sense of, like, they are very shamelessly marketing toward me. You know, hey, did you grow up nostalgic for the Nintendo 64? Well, boy, do I have something for you. Did you like Star Fox 64? And you liked it on the 3DS? Say no more. Here's Star Fox 64 again. Is your favorite game The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time? And you liked it on the 3DS? Say no more. We got it for you on the Switch too. Now, I will say, I mean, again, we don't know anything. All we can do is speculate. I would be quite shocked if this was not like a straight up remake versus a reimagining or a remaster or whatever. I know we have so many rewords to like. I would be very shocked if there were not significant gameplay changes. That said, we don't know. We just have to speculate, right? Heard from 35-year-olds about how good Ocarina of Time and Star Fox are? Try for yourself. I will say Star Fox is kind of a fun one. Do you know how many kids I've seen that have heard of Star Fox for the first time? I mean, my son included, but also, you know, he got it from me. It was crazy. Real ones know. When I first was doing the Twitch streams, I think my VODs have probably been nuked by then. Maybe not. Here, wait. Let's do Witception here. I think we're kind of like... I started streaming... this was before YouTube, believe it or not. Well, not... I mean, of course you could believe that. Here. Let me change up tab here. We're gonna go Witception here. Can I look at my own VODs? This is a kind of weird one. Let's see what we can do here. Oh yeah, I mean, let's see. How long do they save my VODs for? Nuked, huh? Oh wait, no. Recent broadcasts, view all. Here. What do we got here? No, yeah, nuked. Bummer. I was gonna see when my first Star Fox stream was. I was streaming Star Fox 64 on my analog 3D. It was one of the first things that I streamed. And with like my big return to streaming, and it was very hilariously like announced that he was going to be in the movie shortly after that, and then also Star Fox after that. I did have this. It's not really anything. It was a collect. I didn't start my stream as early as I wanted to, but I was thinking, just like in general, how excited I am about certain franchises. If you want to get a taste of my tastes, I mean, Advance Wars, like S. I'm not going to touch most of these, but I was like, how big? This is how badly I'm craving a new game in each of these franchises. And a lot of them I won't even touch. You know, a 1-2 Switch, 10, like some of these I don't even think, you know, like Astral Chain, I doubt there's going to be a new Astral Chain. You know, Bayonetta feels kind of complete. So like I'm not going to touch all these, but just thumbing through just some general ones, right? These are just first party Nintendo stuff. There are so many. Codename Steam, like a lot of these are, this is just a one-off. I mean, Donkey Kong, this is again, how much do I crave a new game? We just got Bonanza. I'm Konged out. Okay, Elite Beat Age. I don't think this actually counts. That one would almost be S. There's no way we're getting that. Rhythm Heaven is probably the closest we'll get to something similar to that. There's so many. I mean, okay, here, F-Zero. There. How much, again, this is just how much I want a new game in these franchises. Like, Fire Emblem, like, we already know Fire Emblem's coming. So, okay, Golden Sun, you know. The problem is, I'm also like, honestly, a Kirby like first party, you know, adventure. I'm down for another one. That would be a bigger one for me. Nintendo Labo. Okay, wait, hold up though. Luigi's Mansion, I think, like actually a shot. I really enjoyed what they were doing with Luigi's Mansion 3. I think a new mansion would actually be pretty sweet. Okay, Mario Party, we've just gotten recent content. So I'm kind of like set on that. That's Mystery Dungeon. Where's Mystery Dungeon? You know. Most of the Mario sports games have been pretty supported, surprisingly. It's maybe been a second since we've seen the baseball one. Yeah, I mean, we got Kirby Air Riders, which I think is very different than a main series Kirby platforming game. It's like saying we just got Mario Kart, so we don't need a Mario platformer. You know what I mean? Oh, but we did get, yeah, we got the small content update where it was like, you know, here's a Switch 2 version of an existing game. I'm a Zelda glutton. I will literally always take new Zelda content. Zelda basically has not done me wrong. Even like my least favorite Zelda game is still a banger. You know, like not including like crossbow training. I'm a big sucker for puzzly 3D content, but even the 2D ones too. Like for me, Zelda is probably my most consistent front to back, like how often I like the games in that franchise kind of thing. I like Phantom Hourglass. I think that there are things about it that are frustrating, but I actually really liked it. I thought it worked well as a DS game. Again, lower tier for me. Both of them, Zelda Water and Zelda Trains. Punch-Out's also S tier, although I feel like it's very unlikely that we ever get it. This is just, you know, Earthbound's weird because I almost feel like if the original creator's not involved, I don't want new Earthbound content. You know, the best Earthbound content you're going to get is adjacent stuff, which we've got a lot of, you know, Eastbound type beat, Undertale type beat. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I would be excited for Mother 3. It's just like, it doesn't mean anything to me personally because I've played Mother 3 like 3 times, you know. I've got it on like a fake cart. Like I've played it so many times. Triforce Heroes is pretty weak for sure, Darmaniac. That one's on the lower end for me. Triforce Heroes is also not very fun to play by yourself. It does kind of require the 3 people. That one's down there for me for sure. And I still have good memories from it. But yeah, I mean, I even prefer the multiplayer like 4 Swords over Triforce Heroes for sure. Link to the Past art style remake. That could be fun. Yeah, a lot of people don't want to emulate the like Super Nintendo style without making it cleaner. I think there's something kind of nostalgic about that. Mario Hoops 3-on-3. See, like, this isn't a franchise. There was one Mario Hoops 3-on-3 game. I'm just looking to see if there's anything in... I mean, where's just Super Mario? Is that in here? Why is there not... Oh, Mario Bros? Technically, that should be different than Super Mario, unless they... Oh, they did put it in here separately. Mario platformers are another thing like that I just eat up like candy. I'll play any Mario platformer. Love them. I think they're really well designed and consistent also. Rhythm Heaven's... Like, again, I'm not putting up ones that are already actively coming out. Oh, Smash Bros. You know... In another world, this would be an easy S for me. I think it's more of an A. Smash Bros. Is interesting. We're in kind of a weird world with Smash Bros. Where the internet and esports made a lot of Smash Bros. Consumers, myself included, more interested in the competitive side of the game. But I almost feel like that's taken away a lot. Oh, you know what? I'll just play some music now that we're just going silent here. And I gotta dial that back a lot. Something like this. I think that like a lot of people aren't interested in playing Smash Bros. As a party game anymore. And I think that's where it's the most fun. It's still a really fun party game. I will also say, maybe this is just me being like spoiled big time, but I really, really like the Subspace Emissary and Brawl. And it doesn't feel like we're gonna get like a campaign again in Smash Bros. That's as impactful. And I would love for them to go back to that. Like the multiplayer element or like the online competitive is not as interesting to me. Smash Bros. Coming out is just going to open up a whole can of... You know how I was talking about some things just have such extreme discourse? Whether or not your favorite character gets in Smash or not is one that I'm just not ready for. Okay. Man, they got a Geist. They got some deep cuts in here. This might not even be everything. This is just something. New Gyromite. Dude, we haven't gotten a new Rob game. And so... Oh, no, I got an S. I got another S. Where is it? I was thinking about this one earlier. Desperately need a new actual Wario game. You know, so there was one 3D Wario platformer on the GameCube called Wario World. Donkey Kong Bonanza reminded me a lot of Wario World. I don't care. Give me a 2D platform. Give me anything. Dude, what's that pizza game that was very Wario inspired? We need more of that. Pizza Tower. Thank you. But yeah, I mean, we're not getting Smash Bros. With Everyone Is Here ever again. I don't want Smash Bros. With Everyone Is Here. I want a roster of like 30 characters. I don't care. Like, I got Everyone Is Here. Now give me, like, really high fidelity, very focused models of, like, a mix of favorites. You know, there's less than I mean, well, Xenoblade was literally, we just got a taste of what's to come. So some of these I don't have to put up because we just got something. You know, Tomodachi Life Defenders, you finally got what you wanted. Starfy, baby! I don't know. Starfy's like I'd be happy to see it, but it's... Oh. Kong Racing. That's a big one for me. Like, another... I'm a big fan of arcade racers, and I think that series did a lot of fun stuff. It's weird, though. It wouldn't be rare. Custom Robo would actually be really hype. Wii Chess 2. Rank Pokemon? What do you mean? Like, the thing is, we already know new Pokemon games are coming. I put Mystery Dungeon in. That's what I'm hungriest for. Link's crossbow training. We definitely need a new crossbow training. Ace Attorney's not in here because it's not actively a Nintendo franchise, but that would be like my number one S. I'm a little sad that it looks like whatever happened with Ace Attorney is just gone forever. Pokemon Rangers. Pokemon Rangers would only work if they made a mobile version, which, like, you know, the Switch 2 screen was not made to be dragged and dropped on. I would take it, though. Oh, Pokemon Pinball, though. Oh, you know what I just did? So, I was just at the Fossil Museum. And at the Field Museum, the Pokemon Fossil event. And they actually had the new Pokemon pinball machines there. They were really fun. I'm not going to lie. I had a really good time with it. I won't share everything, but it was actually a really sweet time. Besides, like, you know, we just got to go to the Field Museum as is, which was great. Lincoln got his Pikachu plush. He was very, very excited for that. We got our exclusive cards, which is very stupidly going for like $100. It was also very fun. Like, they had, like, the real-life fossils next to the, Oh my god. Yeah, my son was copying the poses of the Mons. Here's his best Bastiodon. He was also excited to see Pokemon, like, he's very into Pokopia. He gets to see the Pokemon in Pokopia. But also, like, the habitat for Bastiodon is putting the fossil on a pedestal. So he gets to see, like, the habitat and the Pokemon. This is a real highlight. Seeing the Auroras. It was a lot of fun. Anyway, yeah, the pinball game was really sweet. I'm not going to spoil all of it. Oh, another thing I really liked is they, so, you know, they would show, like, models or fossils of the real-life Pokemon next to the Pokemon. So, like, here's a Coelacanth, here's a Relicanth. But they made Pokemon-style art of real animals. Like, this was just such a cool jam. Like, just, like, such a fun thing that they were showing. Which I thought was really, really rad. Like, here's another example. Again, I don't want to spoil this for people that are, like, actually or want to go to the exhibit sometime. I thought it was great, and I think the Field Museum itself is great. It's like, you do all this, and then it's like, you get to do so much more afterward. Like, it's just a little slice of it. It was a madhouse, because it was also, like, Pokemon Go Fest or whatever. But I had a really, really good time. Anyway, oh yeah, also, I'm going to use this as a transition point. I think that's kind of all. Is there any last things to say about the Direct? It was, you know, I would admit, it was not nuts for the average person. Like, again, let's look at these franchises. Like, if we look at these, and these are just ones I randomly grabbed, but, like, if you are I only like Pokemon, Zelda, Mario, you know, stuff that directly comes from Nintendo, there was less. You got a little tease of Zelda. And I didn't pull up the other franchises to show them. You know, you had to be more into the niche stuff, like Rhythm Heaven, Xenoblade, non-Nintendo stuff like Kingdom Hearts and Deltarune, like, for it to really hit for you. If I had to give the Direct a grade, which I think is dumb because it's going to be different for everybody, it was like a B tier. There was lots of good stuff for me. I would have preferred some actual Zelda gameplay. They're going to dangle it. It's insufferable. I just know it exists, though, which is very exciting, seeing I can clear my schedule. I've had a lot of my big hype stuff kind of happen for me, though. I know it's not for everybody, like Star Fox. Very big deal for me. Already had its own standalone direct, and that's something that they're doing a lot more. They don't release news about all their games in one big bunch. Stuff is separated. Pokemon usually runs all of their stuff in a separate bubble now. Although the Pokopia news was very welcome. That was great, yeah. A lot of medieval fantasy. I was gonna say, speaking of Relicanth, Relicanth has been redeemed up into my favorites, and I am going to, I think, do a little bit. An hour or two. I'm going to take an extended break here. I believe on YouTube, there's no easy way to change my game category. If there is, like, I don't think I can change my stream. I think I have to end my stream and then start another stream. I don't even have a thumbnail made. Here's the deal. We're going to do an extended break, and I'm going to transfer over to a couple hours of Kaizo, because I would like to. Any final thoughts on the direct before we jump? Anything you can tease about Mario Party Monday? Just that Ashley will be there. She is confirmed a guest. To be honest, we don't even know about Mario Party Monday, other than that we're going to be doing it. You know, we're probably going to play the newest game. We're going to think about it, you know. But we finally have a date locked in, so I'm excited. Yeah, I mean, Kingdom Hearts and Deltarune were actually the biggest shockers for me. Zelda, it has been teased for a while. I'm a little bummed that we only got like a little crumb of it, but just knowing it exists is exciting. 2026 too, also. See ya, Allie. I hope you have a great day. By the way, yeah, like, I know things are different. People come in with more charged expectations and heavier opinions when it comes to games and game announcements. But for everybody who did choose to hop in, and maybe you've never seen another one of my streams before, I hope you enjoy it. I hope you like this ride alongside me. I definitely, you know, I'm not like a Rogers base or an Etika, rest in peace. I don't typically lose my mind screaming, etc. But I do just tend to enjoy video games of every genre, so most of these have something for me. But it is fun watching alongside a live audience. We are going to switch over to our Pokemon Challenge playthroughs in just a second. Yeah, Mario Party Monday is it's a one-shot that we got from our charity redeem. We did a charity stream for Gamers Outreach. You guys hit our first goal, which got the Spelunky stream that we did, which was actually a lot of fun. Second goal was a Mario Party Monday, so I'm going to enjoy it. If nothing else, that is one thing that I really pride myself on, or maybe just stubbornly do, is I feel like my content feels somewhat like a time capsule from, I don't know, the mid-2010s. I do like to keep things a little more chill, a little less incendiary, a little less crazy. So, you know, it's been long enough on Pikmin. I'd be excited on that. Other shit. I'm just digging around. I'm not dicking around, digging around. Oh, Kid Icarus. That's a big one. Good job! Oh my! I literally, you guys know me. I'm a pretty big gamer and Nintendo fan. I legitimately do not know what good job is. Is that a Japanese only game? Even Japanese only games I know about. I've talked about freaking Captain Rainbow. You know, like, I could not tell you what good job is to save my life. Yeah, a lot of you guys have been watching since Mario Party Monday. Those are our big streams. Back in like 2014, around when we started. Crazy stuff. I'm looking up good job. I legitimately don't know what this is. Oh, it's more recent? This is a Nintendo game? This is not a Nintendo game. Okay, it is published by Nintendo. It's a 2020 Dutch developer puzzle game. I recognize it a bit more looking at it. It's like isometric and you're like screwing around with like an office setting. I view Good Job as much a Nintendo game as Snipper Clips. Did they put Snipper Clips in here? Shoutouts to my boys at the Snipper Clips team, but yeah, they didn't put that here. Oh, no, they did. These are Nintendo published. I don't view them remotely as like Nintendo properties. That said, I love this team. This is like probably the game dev, like the single game developer I'm closest with. I've talked with the all the way back when they were called the Super Flash Bros. Now I think they're just called SFB Games. I've talked with them for a long time. Love all the games that they make. They're great people. It is a game that came with the release of the Nintendo Switch. We loved Snipper Clips. I'd be down for another Snipper Clips if Nintendo ever called them up. But they also make I'm terrible. They made a fun like PS1 horror style game. Was it called Crow Country or Crow County? It's one of those two. Crow Country they made, which is a really, really good game. Kind of a departure of what they do, but they also work on the Tangle Tower / Detective Grimoire type of franchise. They've been working on the third game in the series, The Mermaid Mask, which is great. Those are very good if you like Professor Layton style games. That's another one I'm actually a little surprised we didn't get info on. Seemed like a good time for them to show more of Layton World of Steam. Again, I don't know how they choose what does or doesn't show up in these directs. I play Snipper Clips right now. Oh yeah, I think that game's got some timeless quality to it. I love that game. I'm going to go on a more extended break. We're going to switch over to a little bit of Kaizo Ironmon, our challenge Pokemon runs. If you're on the YouTube side, the stream is probably going to die and then start back up. During this time, I'm going to take a break, reconvene my family, refill my water, use the restroom, and YouTube is a little silly in that you got to make a thumbnail when you're doing the streams, so I'm going to make a very quick and dirty thumbnail, throw that up, switch categories on Twitch. I'm thinking 10-15 minutes. I know that's more than usual, but if you're interested in Kaizo, hang tight. right, fam. I'm not quite ready, but I am now in the process of starting to get ready. I'm going to go ahead and throw up here. You know what? Like, I literally think I have to end stream on YouTube first. So for those of you guys who are sitting here waiting for the YouTube stream, in order to change games, and honestly, I prefer to separate this VOD on YouTube, I'm going to end my YouTube stream and then fire it back up. So for everybody who's been sitting waiting, it will be back. I will see you in a second. I have to change the titles for both Twitch and YouTube, YouTube description, YouTube thumbnail, fire up my game, then we're good to go. If I'm going absolute turbo, I say this will take me 6 minutes. Let's go.